Step in the ring, no fear, all bite, hands up high. We train for this fight, bell gon' ring, it's war on sight. This is boxing life, this is fight. Sweat on the floor, we grind, we climb. Every bruise on the body means we're on our time. Shadow in the corner, punch sharp like a knife. Every round, every rep.
Yes, good evening, fight fans. You're here with Mr. Neutral and guests for tonight's triple header watch along. This show is sponsored by Boxing Fight Zone. All the links are in the bio. Please check them out when you get a moment. Put Rick on in the discount box for some discounts. Derevyanchenko versus Jalil Hackett is first up on our show. I'm going to welcome Colton Miller from across the pond there in America. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Hey, thank you. I'm good. This has been
good stuff. Good stuff.
Decent little card so far.
It has been a decent card. Just to introduce this fight, Jalil Hackett Derevyanchenko. Great fights at was it Super Light? Can't remember now. He'll come back to me. But it's been a bit of a rush getting on. We're here now. It's a pretty fast opening so far. They're both on their toes. Just the odd jab now and then that's been coming in from each other. Derevyanchenko, nice right hand. He's the shorter of the two, but the far more experienced young Jalil Hackett. He's only 23 years of age, or 21, something like that. I've actually interviewed him before. Great man, great lad, very, very intelligent. So I've got high hopes for him here, and I hope he does well. Should have a couple more people join us very soon as well. Put the bat signal out. Middleweight, that's the one. Oh, Jalil Hackett's down. Bit of a slip though. Oh, I've took my eye off the ball there for a minute. Next thing I know, he's down. It was a slip.
Yeah, it wasn't a legitimate knockdown.
Okay, welcome to Ball 156. Welcome to Shauna Shine in the chat. Welcome. Enjoy the show tonight with us. Stick with us here. And we'll take you through this red corner style. Now, Colton, what do you know about Jalil Hackett?
So I definitely know the name, and I feel like I've had to have seen him fight at least once or twice before. I looked at his record earlier, and I don't remember exactly which one. But yeah, from what I know, he seems like, slick boxer style. Yeah, that's kind of my simple explanation.
Well, he is 12-1-1, 12-1-0 rather. He's got the 9 knockouts. He did take a loss, split decision loss to Jose Ramon Vasquez back in 2024 in December. That's the end of round 1. It's a bit of a cagey opening there for Jalil because Derevyanchenko, obviously, with his experience, 16-6-0, the guys he's lost to have all been by decision. You're talking Christian and Belly.
Even GGG was on there.
Jaime Munguia, Kennedy Golovkin, Danny Jacobs. Come on, the guys fought them all, but he is in the, the twilight of his career. But young Jalil Hackett will have to be on his very, very best to get past him. Because this guy, although he goes, he lost 4 out of 5, but look at the names that he beat Jack Kai. And Jack Kai went on to do very well. So you can really see he's a gatekeeper now. And it's up to Jalil Hackett to get over the line and get himself into the title contentions. Well, great to have him on a Zuffa card. It's a very well turned out show there in New York. Top referee, I can't remember his name now. What's that ref's name? One with the funny eyes.
I thought of it earlier, and it's on the tip of my tongue right now.
It's just 5 to 2 in the morning.
Kenny Bayless. Kenny Bayless.
That's the one. King Kenny Bayless.
Yeah, I almost sent a picture of that in the group earlier when I saw him on one of the previous fights because That's got to be one of the most, famous boxing pictures.
Of course. Yeah, refereeing pictures.
Especially if, refereeing pictures, probably, I don't know, top 3.
Derevyanchenko, he'll be inspired by the Ukrainian Serenko, who beat Otto Warren in the last of the prelims there before, and he sparked Warren out in the 10th round. Here comes Jams. How are you, mate?
I'll do, guys. You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. How you feeling, brother?
A bit rough, matey, but I thought I'd join nevertheless.
That's right. That's how I was this morning.
He's a trooper, is our Jams. Absolute trooper. Nice attack there from Derevyanchenko. Oh, catches Jalil Hackett. He's trying very hard at the minute. Maybe a bit too hard.
I do like the little slow-mo replays that Zuffa does. Was it HBO, or wasn't there a previous promotion that would do that, or a previous
the super slow-mo
showing, or TV company, whatever their word is?
Showtime. They would do that. But Derevyanchenko, for me, is sort of gaining mental momentum in this fight. He's slipping Hackett's punches very nicely at the moment. Oh, and he caught Hackett there again. I think experience is telling at this point. I mean, Hackett, he come back after that loss 2025 in September against Elijah Vines, who was 8-0. His last fight was Roberto Cruz Jr., which was in February of this year. So he's pretty active, but he needs to step it up here against Derevyanchenko. He's fighting particularly good at the moment, to be fair. So it's a lot of work to do for the young man yet.
Yeah, they were brawling there.
That was a better brawl exchange there. Now he's waking up, Jalil. Come on, man. Let's have it. Round 2's gone. But I've got Derevyanchenko 2-0 up at the minute, gents. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I got to get better about on these lives. I tend to not, focus on the fight as much as I should be. So I kind of missed, I didn't see every moment in the first 2 rounds, but I could see 2-2 Derevyanchenko.
Yeah, I've got
maybe
it
1-1,
guys.
Yeah,
Derevyanchenko, definitely. He's cut, Derevyanchenko. He's got a cut on the right side of his face. Oh, sorry, it's his left eye. He's got a big cut on his left eye.
That's a nice cut as well. So that's gonna spice up the fight right now. Jalil Hackett will take half, and that might have come from that exchange. It was like towards the last 25 seconds of that last round. Hackett just woke up all of a sudden. And a vicious exchange resulted in some damage to Derevyanchenko with a cut over his left eye in round 1. It's now round 3. Round 2. It's now round 3. Yeah, they're just showing that slow-mo. Oh, and it's a head clash. Head clash.
Hey, are you guys watching this on Paramount or Sky Sports or somewhere else?
Sky Sports, my man.
Only Sky in the UK, brother.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm on Paramount. I didn't know. There's so many. I think
you might be ahead of us, mate. That's what it is.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
We're at 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in round 3.
Yeah, same.
I'm like 5 seconds ahead, so not too bad.
Right, not too bad then.
But I mean, I can pause it, so I'll try to get us lined up.
No,
here.
You don't have to. You're all right. But it's better. It's a better round for Hackett so far.
I agree.
As soon as I say that, he gets caught with Derevyanchenko with a left, and then a right, and then another right. Oh, found his target there. Oh, and he's peppering Hackett now. Oh, he's caught him about 4, 5, 6 times flush. And now the combinations are coming, and now Hackett's covering up.
I'd say this round is about even at this point. I mean,
goodness gracious. Hackett is taking some punishment in this round, but he's still looking strong. I must have counted good 12, 13 punches in that. And now he's got him against the ropes, working the body, trying to push him off back against the ropes, coming with a 2-punch combo. Oh, he's catching him with a left.
That was a big left hand from
there. Big left hand. And now he's going to work, but Hackett still remarkably on his feet, looking strong.
Yeah, he's brave to take this fight, isn't he, Major? To be fair, because it's a tough fight to get into at middleweight. Derevyanchenko's been in, like you said earlier, lads, he's been in with so many good fighters. He's a real test for anyone. Yeah, he loses quite a few. He's lost 6 or 7, isn't he? But still, man, props to Major early in his career still. After that loss he suffered to Vasquez as well.
Exactly.
If it gets stopped because of that cut, though, before the end of the 4th, it'll go to a no contest, this will.
It depends. Has he got one over the left eye as well now?
He's got a welt on the. He's got the cut on the right eye.
There's something going on.
And some on the left as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cutting both sides now.
And it's pouring into his eye as well, which is always dangerous.
It's mad that because it shouldn't be a clash of styles that much, with both being orthodox. But they must be absolutely leaning into each other.
Yeah, there was a heavyweight fight earlier on this card, like the prelims, that it was almost like a sumo style of heavyweight boxing. Like they would just rush in and clash with each other.
Yeah,
throw a punch.
Like Keyshawn Davis.
That big baby.
Yeah. That's
now, what's interesting here is he's cut on both sides of the head. One was a head clash. Can we say the other was a punch, or was that a head clash as well? Chenko looks worse for wear, actually, but Hackett has not really laid that much leather on him to justify those cuts. But they are pretty bad. Going into round 4 now, Hackett has took hella punishment in round 3. Hella punishment. Looking at the replays now. There's another clash. It was another head clash. So Derevyanchenko is not coming out well in the 2 head clashes so far in this fight.
And that blood is pissing into it as well.
It just spotted out of his eye straight onto his shoulder. Here we go, round 4. Now it's Hackett on the front foot. Derevyanchenko bouncing on his toes in and out. Very much that Ukrainian style.
Yeah, there's one thing to say about Derevyanchenko. Cuts will not bother that man. He is a warrior. He'll fight through anything.
Oh, absolutely. But I was taking into account what you said about, this is the last round. If you deem it that the cuts, he can't carry
he'll go
on.
to no contest. Yeah.
Go to a no contest after 4, or will it?
If it's completed 4 rounds, then it goes to the scorecards. If it's before the completion of 4, it'll be a no contest or a draw.
Now, here's a scenario. The cornerman in round 3 in Derevyanchenko's side are saying to him, see out this round, but win this round.
Then he'll go to the cards.
Then they call the doctor over, and he'll wave it off. He'll say,
then Derevyanchenko should win it on points still.
Derevyanchenko should win it. That's the dirty way they could do it.
Oh, massive head clash again.
Oh, that was brutal. That was a brutal head clash. And even Hackett's head snapped back. The blood's pissing down the side of Derevyanchenko now. Oh my God. That was a head clash where the 2 heads went back as if they'd been punched.
Definitely.
Oh, but the slow motion again shows a right hand from Derevyanchenko from the gods.
So strange for 2 orthodox fighters to be clashing this much.
Very strange.
I was just thinking that. I was like, it looks like we're watching a orthodox versus southpaw.
Yeah. Remember, it's a new weight for both these lads as well. Both, I think they're weighed in at 157 apiece for the 160 limit. So it's not a weight they fight at. They're both super welters, really, aren't they?
Yeah, Derevyanchenko, I don't know. He thought about getting mad there when he turned around Hackett. Hackett's looking solid, though. For the head clashing that's been going on, for the punches that he's took, he's still throwing bunches of punches in round 4. I've got a feeling the team of Derevyanchenko might complain at the end of this round. 28 seconds to go. And again, Derevyanchenko laying leather on Hackett. But Hackett's now getting into his stride. He's finding that accuracy, that range. He tries to meet Derevyanchenko, though, in the middle, rather than trying to counter Derevyanchenko, who's obviously the guy that's on his feet a little bit more. So if that was me, I'd let the guy come to me and then do my work. That's it. Round 4 is finished. And Derevyanchenko, I did as well. And Derevyanchenko is looking bad. Right, they got the team there. They're talking to him. He's shaking his head.
Almost like you think Derevyanchenko's pride may make him want to keep fighting, and
he'll carry him through that Ukrainian pride.
Yeah.
And the doctors there, the officials there, they're looking at the eye. Now, the next step is with whether the referee will halt the fight at the start of the 5th and call the doctor. There's 2 cuts over his left eye and a cut on his right eyebrow as well. Cut there, cut there, cut there.
And the left is an absolute mess, isn't it, bro? Absolute
mess. The left
eye
is swollen above the eyelid. The brow is swollen. Let's see whose fault for these head clashes. The thing is, I noticed with young Jalil as well, when he comes in and he uses his right hand, he's square on. You watch, the jabs will come in, and then his right foot will come almost level with his left when he throws his right. His hips turn in. He's throwing just lefts at the minute, and this to the body at the minute, first 30 seconds. Derevyanchenko's been very much bouncing in and out here, but he seems to be looking for a shot selection rather here. Hackett first to the counter there, and again. And now Derevyanchenko's been forced back. Tries to come in again, but Hackett staying strong in the clinch.
I wonder how Bernard Hackett's feeling about this fight so far. Because with Zuffa, you lose this fight, you're cut. You're out of Zuffa.
Yeah, but he has such faith in his son. And rightly so.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a big, strong boy. He's a natural athlete. He major sports at colleges. He could have picked his own sports, but he chose boxing. He's got he's one of the highest in his state for education. He's got a college degree at 17.
Wasn't he really good at football as well, American football?
That's right, American football.
Remember probably when you interviewed Bernard as well.
And he's a natural. What's impressing me tonight, not only is he a natural, is his actual durability and his willingness to his ambition and hunger in this. And what's turned in from a very, very one-sided first 2 rounds, Hackett's turned it around. And it's like he's out-dogging the old Ukrainian here. But the Ukrainian is going to come to the point soon, the more pressure that Jalil puts on him, the more tired he gets, the more desperate he gets.
There was
what happens. But Hackett,
there's a great shot of Kenny Bayless a second ago.
Left.
Rewind it. Anyway,
just a nice left cross there before Derevyanchenko got turned round Hackett there's another right left from Derevyanchenko stepping back. Hackett sacrificing some defense here.
Oh, massive shot, uppercut from Hackett.
Oh, beautiful shot. Back. He just took that step back, the uppercut, bang, through the middle. Derevyanchenko stumbled back 2 steps, stayed on his feet. End of the round. The eyes opened up again. And now Hackett starting to assert his dominance after 5 rounds. I've got that 3-2 to Hackett myself.
Yeah, I've got exactly the same neutral, 3-2 to Jalil.
Same. Did you guys have a
I'll be
good
right back.
live stream for Spence versus Zoo?
We didn't do it in the end, mate. StreamYard decided to do maintenance at 4 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock. Couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. No, yeah. I fell asleep. I crashed sometime before it happened, so I didn't even get to see it. I watched a little bit this morning.
It was a horrible watching Spence go out like that.
Yeah.
Love Errol Spence Jr. Wish him all the best in his retirement. He retired officially straight after the fight.
Yeah. I saw that.
I think it's the right move as well.
Yeah. Hopefully it was a good send-off payday too, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think he got £3 million or something, or $3 million for that fight. Not a bad little payday to sign off with, is it?
No. There's actually a good shot earlier during the Otto Wallin fight. Like right when he got
one. Did he get stopped, Otto?
Oh yeah, he did. Like the last like 5 seconds. And I actually didn't watch. I missed the first like half of it. But yeah, they have the pound for pound UFC champ there, and he was in the back he was in the back watching that KO happen. Like whoa, and it was a good shot.
Fair play. Feel for Otto though. He's a nice guy. He is.
Oh yeah. I was just talking more about the reaction from the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll likely get cut now then Otto Wallin from Zuffa. They don't hang around with dead weight. They've done the same with Edson Garcia, didn't they? He lost that fight to Andres Cortez. They cut him straight off. But he's got himself a nice fight now himself anyway. So that's all good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that. I mean, it's just the same stuff we've said, how the Zuffa, how it just plays out in the long run. That place is packed, though. The shows are fun to watch.
Yeah, this one's in New York, isn't it? The Infos at Madison Square Garden.
It's got to be. They must have. I'm sure they have a ton of different rooms there because this is obviously not like the main.
This is a small room at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
It's heating up well. This is Hackett's holding his own. Derevyanchenko's still in there though. Ever the warrior, the Ukrainian.
There we go. I'm back. 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. I haven't seen what's going on in this first 2 minutes of this round, of round 6. But Derevyanchenko is coming forward now. I think, is this the point where I was talking about where Derevyanchenko, being the age he is now, against this young athlete, decides I need to take this young boy into the trenches. Because the boy he's climbing, not only is he surviving, he's climbing out of this trench with Derevyanchenko. And he's just matching the spite of Derevyanchenko with shots of his own. 20 seconds to go in round 6. The face is bleeding again from Derevyanchenko. They can't contain that cut, obviously. But we've gone past the point of no return. The cut no longer has an impact on the fight. As does say that, Jalil Hackett goes on the attack. A strong ending to round 6 for young Jalil Major Hackett. Is that another round for you, Jams, for the youngster?
Yeah, I give it to Hackett just, but Derevyanchenko had a better round. But he looked gassed as hell at the end of that round, to be honest. He's showing every minute of his 40 years.
Yeah, I totally agree with Jams. That was kind of close, but yeah, edge toward Hackett.
Yeah, I've got 4-2 now to the major.
I think
you got to hold your hands up to young Jalil Hackett here, because even at 40 years of age, Derevyanchenko's still a high-class operator. So you have to be a high-class operator to get past him. He's very much a man who's been there, seen it, done it against the very best for years. Jamel Charlo, Kennedy Golovkin. He didn't lose his first 13, 14 fights until he met Danny Jacobs 8 years ago when he was
What a
32.
fighter he was, mate. The Miracle Man.
The Miracle Man, Danny Jacobs.
How he came back
GGG.
from that tumour in his back, I'll never know.
Oh,
With the size of a football, and it was in his back. And they told him he'd never walk again. The man comes back and wins world titles in boxing. Unbelievable story. Needs to write a book.
the human spirit is unyielding, unbent, unbroken. Jalil Hackett is now putting major pressure. Do you get
See
that?
what a major statement this would be if he could stop Derevyanchenko for the first time with the list of options he's been in with.
I know.
It'd be a right feather in the cap.
This is his, and this is only his 13th fight. For a 14th fight, begging your pardon, he lost one.
Yeah, he had that loss to Vasquez, didn't he?
Probably a very bad night for the youngster, and a bad day at the office. And it was a split decision lost. He knows himself he should have done more. But look, man, as he showed the sense, and now against a high-class operator like Derevyanchenko, he's taking the fight to him now. He turned around the heavy pressure from the Ukrainian in the first 3 or 4 rounds. Adam Hurley, welcome me. He says it's Hackett winning. Round 7, Hackett started slowly, 2 rounds down for me, but has come back strong since. And for me, he's at least 4-3 up or 5-2 after this round. Because for me, he's been much the sharper now, catching Derevyanchenko with single shots at will.
Yeah, he's in full control now, bro, isn't he?
Yeah, he's enjoying himself.
When he lost to Johan Vasquez, he was really bad at the weight at 147. He struggled to make the weight that time. Yeah. That's when he decided he's going to move up, didn't he?
Well, look at this. He's 10 pounds heavier. He's 10 pounds heavier, and he looks better for it. He looks solid.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot more nimble on his feet at this weight.
And the fact is, he's going to get bigger still, because I can see him.
He's still only 23, isn't he? 22, exactly. 23?
Yeah, I can see him at middleweight, super middleweight. I remember asking Bernard, you know, your son's going to get bigger, yeah. You're looking at multi-weights. And he said, of course.
Yeah, this is at middleweight now, this is, but both made about 157, 158 at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, that's right, because he was a welterweight when I spoke to him.
Yeah, 147, but he struggled in that Vasquez fight, and that was the last. I think that was his last fight at welter.
So there you go. He was a bit of a weight drain there, and come back since. Elijah Vines, that was at 157 pounds as well when he fought him. Jose Angulo, again 157 pounds. And Roberto Cruz, 157 pounds. So he's been around this middleweight for the last 3 fights. And he's won every one. 2 by knockout, majority decision last time out.
Yeah, Derevyanchenko's actually coming at 159 for this. I apologise. I said 157. Jalil came at 157. Yeah. Derevyanchenko's coming at 159.
So he's been solid for the last 3 fights at his 157 target. I mean, Derevyanchenko's not overweight by any means. He's 2 pounds. He's a pound under the middleweight limit. But this young man is starting to put some pressure on the old Ukrainian.
Like I said before, mate, if he can force a stoppage, the doctor's having a look at Derevyanchenko.
Yeah.
He's allowing it to continue, though. But what a feather in the cap it would be if Major can get him out of there for the first time in his career.
Well, yes, of course. You stop at Derevyanchenko or you beat a Derevyanchenko, your name is going to get mentioned. People are going to want to think. And not only that, Zuffa will be absolutely made up with the signing should he beat Derevyanchenko. A lot on the line for the young man. Derevyanchenko, not so much. Still fit as a butcher's dog. So I'd imagine Derevyanchenko will be one of them Zuffa fighters who'll, serve the company well for Brandon. Testing good fighters coming through.
That's if they don't cut him if he loses, though. They're ruthless, mate. If they lose, they tend to cut him. Just look at Everson Garcia, who's just been cut.
But it's the performance they look at. They look at the performance.
Yeah, it's not just the result.
Derevyanchenko's busy bee in that ring, bringing the fight to the youngster, testing him to his limit. I'm the gatekeeper here. You have to beat me. And I've got all the skills. I've been here, seen it, and done it. You have to outdog the dog. And Jalil Hackett so far is up to the task. Another left-right combination from the youngster. Derevyanchenko, though, still coming forward, seeking the advantage of ring generalship and dominance in that ring. It's a nice 3-4 punch combination from Derevyanchenko, but back comes Hackett. Still matching the old man. Oh, shot for shot, and there's a beautiful right from Derevyanchenko, but Jalil took it well, ended up with a left hook in response. And now he's got the youngster moving from left to right by the ropes, lunges with the right hand, catches him, but has missed 3-4 since going over the shoulders of Hackett. Hackett covers up the way. Derevyanchenko goes to the bodies against the ropes. Oh, nice uppercut through the middle from Hackett. Referee separates them again. Back in with the left right is Derevyanchenko. He missed though. That right didn't. Hackett still stays strong. Counter checks him with a left jab. Derevyanchenko just lost his balance momentarily, but back on his feet. Slowing down a little bit now as Hackett in the last 30 seconds starts to take control of the pace of the fight. Nice body shot from Hackett. Derevyanchenko still throwing bunches of punches, but the target is not there. He's slightly out of range at this point. He's a good 5-6 feet away from Hackett, lunging in the smaller fighter. Trying to pinch 1-2 combinations and come back out, but Hackett chases him down. That's the end of round 7.
Derevyanchenko's definitely still
round 8, rather. Yeah, that's the end of round 8.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Colton?
I was just saying that Derevyanchenko is definitely still showing heart out there, even toward the end. Like, he caught Hackett a couple times.
He certainly did.
Yeah, he's always game of the badger, mate. He always is. Typical tough Ukrainian style.
A boxing match does not bother a Ukrainian one bit.
Not with what they've got going on for the last 5 years.
Exactly.
Mr. Neutral, I'm glad we're having a better conversation than the last show I was on with you. It was the Zayas versus Boots, and I was a bit charged up for that one. So
I'd say 3 sheets to the wind, Colton.
Do what?
3 sheets to the wind. It means pissed up.
Yeah.
It's all good, mate. We don't give a fly.
That's right.
Oh no, I didn't even notice.
That's kind of why I was looking forward to this show being on this one, because it's Sunday night. I can't, I need to be at work tomorrow. It's like
good stuff.
Not staying up too late or anything.
Derevyanchenko comes out fast again. That's the theme of his strategy all night. Try and look good for the first 2 minutes. And try and steal the rounds.
Yeah, he needs one last big push here to have any hope, doesn't he? Excuse me, Derevyanchenko. He needs to really put his foot down and try and get rid of young Hackett here, because otherwise he's going to lose on the scorecards. Yeah,
I think at best he's 5-3 down at this point. I think it could be a bit more 6-2, but
I'm teetering on both of them. Yeah, 6-2, 5-3. Maybe just about could give him that last round even. So
yeah, I think that's why I said 5-3. I think he nicked that last round for the work in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
He's making it busy. Both of them are now working each other on the inside. So he's definitely putting a lot of work in these first 2 minutes. Oh, and he did catch Hackett there with a right. Goes to the body as well. Hackett needs to be careful. Doesn't let this round get away from him. And let Derevyanchenko back in the fight. Because you give this Ukrainian a sniff, man. And he's all over you.
Absolutely. Hopefully, as well, the judges will probably favour Hackett because of the state of the face of Derevyanchenko. His face has been such a mess since round 1. that it's impossible to look at him favorably in the fight. I know that sounds daft, but that's just how the judges work sometimes.
Well, for Zuffa's sake, they'll want young Jalil to win, to carry the brand forward.
There's a much better career path for him rather than a 40-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. So I can well imagine a bit of establishment judging going on here. But I think, sorry, on you go, Colin.
Oh, it's kind of a side, but it's funny. I'm pretty sure I just saw Nico Ollie Walsh like sitting in a couple rows back, which I thought that was kind of interesting because he's. Oh, sorry. We're in.
No, you're absolutely correct.
No, you're good. I was watching the fight. No, I just thought that's interesting if that actually is him because I know he's been fairly vocal about the changes to the Muhammad Ali Act.
That's why he's in New York, mate. He's just been at a court meeting about it yesterday. That's why he's in New York.
Wouldn't that be ironic that he's there ringside?
Yeah, I mean, it's either one side you're like, well, it's funny he's paying Zuffa, who's kind of, I guess, arguing.
Or maybe he's a guest for Zuffa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You never know. Or maybe he's trying to,
especially being so close to ringside.
Yeah.
Another good round for Jalil Hackett and Derevyanchenko. That was for me a hard one to ascertain who was a clear winner in that round. It's starting to get a bit close again, this fight. Hackett
could be 5-4.
Looking at him in the corner there. He's got ice packs going on his back of the neck. He's blowing a little bit, put a lot of effort into this. Yeah,
I think he's done enough not to lose. I think, excuse me, if he loses the last round, a draw is probably the worst he can be thinking. I think he's done enough.
I think at this point, at 5-4, he would be, and his team will be wanting to make sure, and he'll say, "Look, guy, look, the old man, he's a bit beat up now. Just go for it in this last round, and really try and, get a gap in the judge's mind." To make it a UD for him. Otherwise, it'll be uncomfortably close for Jalil Hackett. But some will say, well, look, it's going to be a close fight anyway with these two. One's coming up, one's on his way down. It's the meeting of minds. And it's the 10th round, and Jalil Hackett comes out like a man on fire and ends up with a beautiful uppercut. Derevyanchenko, the cuts have opened up already in this last round. It's a ferocious pace now between the two of them, both punching in bunches. Hackett seems to be the stronger. Nice jab there from Hackett. Stunned Derevyanchenko, who's now moving, wiping his eyes around the ring. Tries a body shot. Jalil comes back. 1-2 from Derevyanchenko, then a body shot. Double step from Jalil Hackett.
I actually spoke to Sergiy Derevyanchenko yesterday on Threads, and he was telling me how good a camp he's had and how he's feeling strong, and he was really confident about this fight.
And mate, he's fighting like that. He is fighting like that. It's been unfortunate for him as he's white.
Yeah, Skipper Kelp's got it 88-83 to Jalil Major Hackett, so he's got it quite wide.
Yeah, he's fighting like he's confident. It's unfortunate for him. The two, the cuts have made it difficult, and it's also looked as though he's having the worst of the altercation here. But Jalil Hackett, to be fair, has bullied the bully, I think, over the course of 10 rounds. There's 1 minute and 12 to go. Is Hackett winning? This is the thing.
Yeah, I've got it 6-3, I reckon now. But it could be 5-4, but I've got it 6-3.
Yeah.
I think he's done enough to win this fight for sure.
And this last round, he's been dominant now. Derevyanchenko's tried to make a fight of it, but he caught Hackett there, stepped in with a beautiful right, and now Hackett, and he comes back with one of his own. My goodness, this boy's got
he was up for the fight, weren't he there, Jalil? He said, come on, let's have it.
That was a beautiful right hand from Derevyanchenko. Flush right on the chin, and the young boy sort of stunned him a little bit, covered up, regained his senses very quickly. And boy, he's coming back strong as well. 20 seconds to go in this 10-rounder. It's been very
decent little dust up this one, mate, to start the main card.
Exactly. And, you know, the images that are going to come out of this fight of Derevyanchenko's face, it's going to be haunting pictures.
It's giving me Tim Zeus Fundora 1 vibes.
He's an absolute mess. That's the end of the fight. Hackett puts his hands in the air. They touch gloves. Derevyanchenko's back to his thing. Bernard Hackett is in the middle of the ring. He is celebrating. He thinks his son's done enough. I think his son's done enough.
Yeah, I concur.
I give it 7-3. 6-4 at the worst.
Yeah.
But Jalil Hackett, wow. What a performance. I did like that performance from the young man. Brilliant. Colton Miller, what do you think?
I agree with you. I could see. I actually had it 6-4 for Hackett, but I feel like I was kind of being generous in that the 9th round for Derevyanchenko. That round could have gone to Hackett. So yeah, I'm in agreement.
Nice one. We got Davo in the house. How you doing, Davo? Well, we're about to find out who's going to win this fight. Jams will get the result for us.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Just got adverts on at the minute before they get to the judge's decision. I think we can all think it's going to be Major Hackett with a victorette.
Yeah, I think so.
And then next up, we've got Richardson Hitchins against Ricardo Salas. Decent little mix-up that as well.
It certainly is. It certainly is. I was actually on X before saying I've got a sneaky feeling Richardson Hitchens at welterweight is going to put on a bit of a masterclass here tonight.
Yeah, he should. He needs to after running from Oscar Duarte the way he did, mate, because he's got a lot of flack for that. If you're going to run from Duarte and go to Zuffa just for a little bit of a bag, you've got to put on a performance. If he don't, he'll never live it down. He'll be Richardson Hitchens forever.
He could be one of them fighters. He's always been one of them fighters who thinks, well, I'm better than him. I'm better than him. Bigging up his resume and that. I get it. I really do, because it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and you have to, on social media these days, you have to, give it large. And you're right, Jams. He has to prove it here tonight. Now. Shauna Shine thinks that. Yeah. You likes that one.
The decision should be coming up in just a moment, guys. So just bear with us. And we'll get you the scorecards.
Absolutely. And if you're here for the first time, we thank you. Give us a like and subscribe while you're here, guys, please. Absolutely made up for you if you do that. Let the channel grow. But don't take my word for it.
What's going on, UK boxing fans? This is commentator Christian Schmidt alongside
the great Roy Jones Jr. and you're watching Jam Red Corner Boxing.
Subscribe to us on RJJ Boxing YouTube channel.
There you go.
Yeah, Jalil Hackett got the UD, mate, straight across the board. Nice and easy.
What was the scores, mate?
To be honest, I missed it. I missed it.
I got it. I got it. It was
97, 93 on all three, was it?
No, it was 98, 92. Sorry, let me mute my TV real quick. It was 98, 92, 97, 93, and 96, 94.
Yeah,
I caught the 97, 93.
Yeah.
We called all three, to be honest, didn't we? So, it's one of them. Right, and Yogi's in the house. How you doing?
Big up, Miss Yogi.
Here's hoping this night of boxing is better than what we got so far. Then we got do you know what it has been? I've been watching the prelims. Have you guys been watching the prelims at home?
I missed one fight. I missed as well.
Yeah, the prelims were hot, man. Some good fights. Some really good fights.
Seen that big baby fella? Seen that one?
So I still haven't listened to your guys' review video from earlier today. I'm gonna probably do that after this show. But like around the whole conversation of like being frustrated with the current state of boxing, especially after yesterday, it's kind of the whole sentiment in the chat was that. But then I was thinking, today we have, look, it's a Sunday and we have this Zuffa show, which has been interesting, and then even the that team boxing league playoffs were going on today, which I didn't watch any of them, but it's like it's kind of like we're just maybe seeing the old guard move out, but boxing is still got some new, fresh things happening. Just from my point of view.
You're absolutely correct, and let me just throw some spice on that. In the years that I've been watching boxing since like the late 70s to today, every time there's a changing of the guard, boxing evolves. Something happens to body, booms, and 2026 is no different. When the last, you're getting old yourself, when the likes of Terence Crawford and Anthony Joshua are retiring. I've seen them since they was 16, 17 years of age. And when you see them retiring, it just tells you how long you've been in boxing. But when these fellas go and the new ones come through, boxing evolves with them. And you get these changes in the landscape of boxing.
Yeah, I felt the same when Ricky Hatton and Carl Froch retired, mate. That's when I started thinking, bloody hell, how old am I now? You know what I mean? How long
exactly.
Been in this game
now you've got Zuffa.
To the end.
Now you got Zuffa and the way they do things. You got the boxing league. You got the Misfits, MF Pro. It's all branching off into different subsections of boxing that's really got a variety of fans, but there's one sport that always brings them all together, and that's mainstream boxing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. You got Australia and Japan who love to do midweek shows, and it really gives us more options today with boxing. Your MVP with the women's boxing game now, the absolute pioneers in the women's game.
Yeah, I didn't even think about them. I totally forgot about that. That's a whole other.
So they're bringing more eyes to the sport, more eyes, and they're really bringing. I think within 5 years, you're going to be seeing the likes of Top Rank really back up on the big stage. Making the biggest fights with all the other promoters, and it will be a happy landscape, and Zuffa will just be another sanctioning body. Yeah, just another sanctioning body but for me, these are like the rich boys. Do you know what I mean? Zuffa are going to be for the rich boys,
the money men,
the PPV. They want to steal all the stars, whether they be heroes or villains. The Ryan Garcias, the Nigel, the Conor Benns,
Shakur Stevenson,
and then you get the good guys who they've signed, Jail Pataya, Shakur Stevenson, and there's more to come, because I truly believe the likes of Devin Haney.
He's signed for his own now, mate.
But he will at the moment. But with him, you never know how long these relationships last. That's true, Yogi. People need to stop worrying about the promoters. The promoters always look after themselves and focus on the new talent. And
Absolutely.
with the promoters and with all the new talent, what it actually does, the more promoters there is, big time promoters, big power brokers, the value of the boxer goes up.
That's it. You got to feel for No Limit Boxing. After last night, they had such a big show planned, the biggest in Australian history, Australia versus USA. And then bloody Charlo goes and gets himself arrested and can't get a visa. And then Stephen Fulton takes the absolute piss and turns up 9 pounds heavier than the original scheduled weight, pushes it to 133 and still comes in a further 6.5 over. Cost them millions in fees and travel and everything. If I was him, I'd be suing Stephen Fulton, mate. I would, if I was No Limit. But they've got a great, as you spoke about Wednesday cards, they've got a great card coming up August 26th. You've got Nikita Zhu versus Ben Mahoney in an all-Australian affair. That's going to be fun on a Wednesday afternoon.
If you thought Tim was good, well, check his brother.
Watch Nikita.
Are they? Sorry, go ahead.
No, on you go, mate.
Oh, I say, are Nikita and Tim speaking to each other? Wasn't there like they had a rift or?
Yeah, it was over Tim not speaking to his dad. Nikita loves his dad, that sort of thing. They're all right now.
They're all right now, yeah. Costa Zhu was there last night, weren't he, watching him?
Yeah,
and
Costa was there.
And if you remember, Tim Zhu was in his corner against Zuffa because he's the one who called Zuffa a quitting little bitch in the ring.
That's right. And I'm a big fan of Nikita. I first saw him maybe 3 years ago now. And he's like the Paddy Pimblett of Australia.
I'll have to line him up for an interview on Mr. Neutral Meats.
Oh, make it happen.
I speak to No Limit quite a bit, so I'll see what they say.
See what they say,
Title champion, I think he's quite in there with them. I think he's that side of Australia.
Hopefully they'll have a word. It'd be good to get Nikita on Red Corner Boxing. We're keeping our fingers crossed for an exclusive on Tuesday. We'll drop a bomb there when it gets confirmed. But yeah, Nikita, keep your eye on him. Wednesday, 26th of August, from Australia in the morning if you're in the UK. Very early in the morning if you're the US.
Yeah, it'll be around 1 p.m. main event for the UK. So around, what's that for the US? It's about 7 a.m. I think.
7 a.m. something like that. If you're West Coast,
8 a.m. Sorry, my bad. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, they'll take a dedicated American to watch boxing at 8 a.m. America screwed the pooch on that show. It was unprofessional, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, but they had it on pay-per-view as well. Such a shame for Australian boxing because that was huge for them.
It was. I mean, I seen a comment on X there before. For you PBC heads, do you feel that was a letdown for the brand, having not only Jamal Charlo being refused a visa? Should they have known about these Australian rules and regulations on criminal records?
Yeah, but what it was, he actually got arrested 2 weeks before. That's why Charlo couldn't get in. He got arrested for DUI with a gun in his car. So that's why he couldn't get in.
2 weeks before he fights, he's got a gun in his car and a DUI.
Yeah, driving under the influence of alcohol, yeah.
Well, he shouldn't be in the ring then if he's doing that. And it's a good thing too.
It's almost like he don't want to fight anymore, Charlo.
So, PBC will be absolutely fuming with that scenario. Stephen
I hope No Limit get a massive payoff.
They are the same rules, right in your. Oh, please hit that like and subscribe. These boys are the real deal. Thank you so much.
Bless you.
Big love to you. They are the same rules. If you've got a criminal record, look at couldn't have that fight because he had a fight in a petrol station the other week. Joe Cordina
against Abdullah Mason.
Couldn't get into America to fight Abdullah Mason because some idiot bumped into him and sort of stitched him up with a police charge.
Excuse me, cameras were at the ready, weren't they, for that one? They seen him put behind the sinker.
Charlo doing that, and then obviously Stephen Fulton coming in, and he had an extension from 130 to 133 anyway, and then still coming a further 6 pound overweight.
If I'm No Limit, mate, I'm suing the fuck out of PBC.
You would like to think so. You've got a binding contract there in black and white, and somebody's got to be liable. Someone's got to pay.
And they paid massive amounts of money as well. You're talking 2 and 3 million per fighter to make that show. No Limit did. Well, it was their biggest outlay of any card they've ever done by a country mile.
Errol Spence got $5 million for that fight.
Was it 5 mil? Yeah, I thought it was 3, but yeah, 5 sounds about right. I think
5 million Australian dollars. I don't know what that is in US dollars, but
that's about 3 3/4.
I think that's British, but I think the Americans are slightly nearer the Australians. But nevertheless, you're talking about PBC losing out on money. The industry itself, the people who they employ and there's probably quite a few, and income was hit hard by these boxers who were unprofessional. At some point, is there, going to be some insurance policies going around? Is there a new avenue for an insurance market in boxing where the promoter has to take out an insurance policy on any fighter they sign when they make a fight in a contract where they got to cover such expenses as camps, cover such expenses as any infrastructure payments that you have to make to your sanctioning bodies or your ABA
And
the
travel
American
expenses and stuff,
travel, hotels, food, all that starts to add up. And when a fight is cancelled days before or a week before, someone's got to be liable when all that outlay has been made. And it just seems in this day and age that hasn't been introduced in these contracts is liability for these money. And it's, these events are money based. It's, do deposits get made or things like that? We'll have to find out. But look, we got a fight coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We got a contender in the ring right now. His name is Ricardo Salas from Mexico City. He's got a 75% knockout rate and 18 knockouts and 24 wins and 15 knockouts within 4 rounds. This guy's not come to muck about.
No, he's only got 2 defeats, I think, Ricardo Salas.
2 defeats.
Yeah, he's going in against 20-0. Richardson, Hitchens. Got SWS Boxing in the house. Big up, young Sam. Hope you're well, young man. This time
yes, come on, young Sam. He's up late. Nice to see another boxing head in the chat. He's got Hitchens UD. I've got a funny feeling Hitchens could stop this man because he's at welterweight, where I feel he had no pop at super light. He had no pop at lightweight.
He managed to get Kambosos out there, though, didn't he, in his last fight?
He did, but Kambosos...
He's shocked, but he's getting a world title fight against Leon Paro next. Unbelievable.
So, but this is a decent opponent. Ricardo, Magic Man Salas. So still only 27 himself. Only, he's in the prime of his life. Since that defeat to Avila, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 run unbeaten. 2 draws in there. As you said, knockout 8th round, last fight, Jesus Saracho, 16-2-2 at the time. Is not to be sniffed at. Great internet with Giorgio early neutral. Very big talent, George. Oh, anyway, thank you, young Sam. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. I loved him. He's a great guy. Check that interview out, guys, with young Giorgio Asela, Romanian-born Brit, who is 10-0-0, 6 knockouts, and he's quite the young man. Go and check that interview out. This boy's hungry. And we love a story at Red Corner Boxing. We got some more.
Yeah, lovely character, any Dracula. Lovely character.
Yeah, Dracula.
That's why he classed himself as half.
Terrible.
That's what he eats.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Love that.
Ryan Yogi says he looked terrible in that fight, Campbell. Didn't he just?
To be fair, though, Hitchens can make you look terrible, can't he? Is that style of fighter. Boring to watch at times, very skillful, can make you look very ordinary.
Yeah, and this is could we be too hard on Richardson here? When we see boring, I see jabs.
Same with Shakur, weren't it? He gets the same treatment. People say it's boring. I actually enjoy the sweet science myself.
When we see the sweet science, you cannot have a barnstormer of a fight with just sweet science.
And that's the problem. That's why people don't buy into the Shakur thing and the Hitchens thing. because they're so technically skilled, they can just outbox you off for 12 rounds, and people don't want to see that. They want to see action. They want to see you getting inside and mixing it up, trying to knock people out, taking chances when they're available. And when they don't, they get labelled as boring.
I totally agree with you. But look at that last Shakur fight. He outdogged the dog.
So that's the Padar, Williams Padar.
Outdogged the dog.
Yeah, great performance. Apart from the third round when he got clipped.
There's no sweet science like Loma, good to watch, but Shakur just boring.
Yeah, Loma was the king at it, but he also got involved in mix-ups as well, though, didn't he? Let's be truthful.
This
Loma
is the thing. I think Shakur can mix it up, but he doesn't. He prefers to do the sweet science, and he prefers to make himself look good defeating you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Last fight was Teofimo Lopez, wasn't it? What am I talking about? Yeah, Tio was his last fight.
He's not there to knock you out. He's there to humiliate you. You get these mentalities with boxers. It was Teofimo Lopez, and he made him look stupid. He made Teofimo look stupid, a lineal two-weight world champion. He made him look silly, like an amateur.
He's also the own Tio.
That is what Shakur wants to do to you. And when people go say he's boring and all this, I don't believe that. But look, guys, look, we got a fight. Here it goes. Richardson Hitchens. First fight at welterweight, USC Mexico. That is the theme of the night. And you've got USC 1-0 up.
Hitchens. Real quick, I was going to say
Colton. On you go.
The Shakur conversation, just put a pin in it. The Shakur versus Zepeda fight really changed how I viewed Shakur. Like, that was not just a sweet science match. He proved he could, rumble.
Yeah, that was against the guy who throws 100 punches around as well, and Shakur mixed it up. I was impressed with him in that one. Apart from the got clipped.
And Shakur was caught on the ropes a lot too. I mean, he proved that he
smiling at him. Oh my God! That was the most successful rope-a-dope lesson I've ever seen a boxer give. Rope-a-dope as in the sense he couldn't even hit him. Hitchens, though, taller than his opponent here by 3 inches. He's got a 3.5-inch reach on Salas. There's that jab I'm talking about. Beautiful, right down the center. Double jab again. Ducks away from the body shot. Ducks away from another one. Covers up and steps back. Nice defense with the right hand going way over the shoulder from Salas, and then catches him with another jab. The masterclass is in full force. Is a cheeky, lovely left hook. Caught Salas there. And Hitchens already in full flow.
Punching very sharp, isn't he, Hitchens, so far? Very crisp.
In this first round. What did I say, Jams?
Yep. He's piecing him up at the moment. He's looking a level above. This is what he does, though. He just gets on his bike and he can just piece you up from distance. He's a very good boxer. It's his temperament that people worry about with Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah. Oh,
so whether he wants to smoke or not.
That jab is super sharp. He hit Salas twice before he could even react. One to the head, one to the body. There's another jab through that middle. He finds the target. Salas with a shot to the body, but that's the first time he's connected with Hitchens in this round. 35 seconds to go. In round one, Hitchens has been in full control and finding his target with ease. With the jab, there's the first 1-2 combination from Richardson Hitchens. Salas lunges in with the last gasp attack with 15 seconds to go. Brandon O'Connor, welcome to the show. Do you lads rate Berlanga? Only ever seen him fight Canelo and Shiraz myself. It's a good question. We'll answer that at the break. 2 seconds to go. Richardson Hitchens, what an absolute belt of an opening round here on this Zuffa card.
Yeah, Africa's doing well. He's doing well. Looks good.
Absolutely.
And in terms of Berlanga, I was going to answer that real quick. I would say, you got to be decent if you get, his 16 knockouts in a row or whatever. I'm sure the competition may have not been the best for all of those fights, but you got to have some power if you do that. And we just, we saw him get tested and, I guess fall a bit short when he went up against, some real competition. But, Berlanga's no slouch. I mean, he like I said, he obviously has some power and skill, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. He had a decent amount of fights, decent amount of knockouts.
He can punch, Berlanga. He can punch, and he looks a specimen, but he gets chinned, doesn't he? Shiraz chinned him real quick.
Could that have been a bad day at the office for him? Who knows?
Yeah, of course. Well, look at Shiraz. We seen him had one last night, didn't we? And a stinker of a fight against one of the worst fighters in the game, Simon Zackenhuber.
That was a weird fight there. Yeah, that was
very weird.
Absolutely jamming, mate. He was terrible.
Oh, he's got Salas punching fresh air around the ring here. Pop.
If he fights like that against, fights like that against Jacob Bank later this year in a world title fight, he's going to get himself cleaned up.
He'll get taken to the cleaners with that one. That Jacob Bank is a brilliant boxer, by the way. Back to this, Salas, as I said before, was chasing Hitchens around the ring, trying to land something on him. Hitchens is absolutely having fun out there with this young Mexican. Covers up nicely. Again, slips him off the ropes. Nice work. Pop, there goes the jab again, down the middle. Salas moving his head off the centre line for the first time.
There'll be some statement if Hitchens can stop this lad. He's never been stopped, Salas.
Never been stopped, mate. Even in his 2 defeats, never been stopped. Never.
A statement stopping the Mexican.
I don't even think he's been put on the floor. That's how, what he's at the minute. Good matchmaking for this fight. £147 for Richardson Hitchens. He's ranked number 2 in Mexico at welterweight. There's Salas. 434 in the world. Of 434 welterweights, I should say.
Yeah, Salas has been down, mate. He was down twice against Ruben Eduardo Aguilar when he drew. He was down in the first round. Round two.
I've never seen him down. Maybe I missed that one.
That was a long time ago, mate. That was back in 2023. So over 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, nearly.
It's the same old story as round 1. Absolutely pinging on him. When he finishes his attack, Hitchens just goes into his mode. 2-3 shots. The jab through the middle. Absolutely connecting every time he throws it. So he's been super economical. Very slick in defense at the minute. Frustrating his opponent, Salas. He's probably be quite used to having guys in his range so he can do his own work and his very good resume and his very good, win record. Another round for Richardson Hitchens, fellas.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, no doubt about it. Salas hasn't even got into the fight yet. Just getting pieced up at will by Richardson Hitchens. It's all too easy for him, as usual.
Yeah, 28 fights for the Mexican. And he's a bit frustrated at the minute. What do you have it, guys? 3-0 to Hitchens, or do you have it alternative to us? Conor Ben, 25-1, 14 knockouts on the Zuffa card with Ryan Garcia.
Well, it's actually meant to be a ring card, but we all know it's Zuffa, really.
Zuffa and ring work together.
Yeah, Seller.
Salas might get his first knockout defeat. Exactly. I think Richardson Hitchens is just waiting for him to blow himself out a wee bit, maybe rounds 5, 6, 7, and then really open up on him. Here we go, round 4, round 3 even.
Yeah, it's free, mate. I've got it 2018 to Hitchens after 2.
Yeah. Salas putting a bit of zest into his punching. Swing and a miss. But he did put some intent into that one. Hitchens dances away again from another Salas attack. Making it look too easy at the minute. Miss left hook over the shoulder of Salas by Hitchens. Just covers him up, showing a bit of ring IQ intelligence. Pushes his man away, catches him with a lovely left hook. Dances away from yet another attack by Salas. Referee gets involved for some reason. Don't know what that was. Replay just showing that lovely left hook from Hitchens. Jab through the middle. Nice high guard with the right hand, left hand at the waist. Salas with the right hand at last on the ropes. Hitchens dances away. Looks no different at welterweight than he does at super light. Taken to the weight quite well. Looks like he could put an even few more pound on.
I was just thinking the same thing, matey. Yeah, because he's tall, isn't he? He's a tall lad.
5'9".
Yeah, he's quite tall for super light. He was
5'6", Salas. He's on the attack. Richardson just evades that attack on the ropes, ties him up. Separate again. Another right hand attack by Salas. Hitchens, he's just having too much of an easy time slipping these right hands. He's tunneling his man. Resets. Bang, right hand. Bang, left hand. Steps back. Salas is like an angry little animal there in the middle of the ring, trying to get near Hitchens.
Just desperate to put some lever on him, isn't he? But he just can't close the gap because Hitchens is too slick, too quick on the move. And he's just swizzling away while he's still letting his shots go, Salas. And it's so frustrating to see because, you know, these Mexicans just want to get in there and have a brawl. And that's the last thing Richardson Hitchens is going to let you do.
Let's not pretend that the Mexicans are not tough. He'll come and keep moving forward all night on you. Hitchens,
he'll do this all night. He'll be chasing him around. He'll be trying to put hands on him. But the problem is, like with Shakur, it's very difficult to actually get to him.
Oh, and he's countering beautifully as well off the ropes. Just when you thought Salas has him on the ropes and in trouble, Hitchens just dances away, turns his man. Good round again. 3-0 for Richardson. Hitchens for me.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. 3-0, 30-27 to Richardson Hitchens all day long and twice on a Sunday, which we are on today. Well, it's actually Monday now in the UK.
I think he'll start to turn the screw now. He's had 3 rounds of this man absolutely chasing him around the ring. So he's doing a bit of movement himself. He won't want to do that.
He can do this all night, can't he, Hitchens? He can do this all night.
He can do, but he won't want to. Again, I come back to where he's at. He's at Brooklyn, the home of boxing in many people's eyes. Mike Tyson, Shannon Briggs, Riddick Bowe, just to name a few, but you know, and from there, Zuffa card. He's got all to do, all to play for, and he wants to put on a masterclass. I said that on X. I've got a feeling he'll put a masterclass on, and he is going to put. He's doing that right now. Round 4.
Salas is going to blow himself out, keep chasing, because there's nothing worse than missing punches. That takes a lot more than when you land.
And you got a Philly shell coming into play when he's turning his shoulder, and he's hitting the back of Richardson.
Got AJ Goat joining us. Big up, mate. Hope you're well. He said, "What round is it and who's winning?" It's round 4, and Richardson Hitchens is 30-27 up, brother. Thank you for coming through, man. It's good to see you.
Absolutely. Body shot there from Salas. Tries a wild right hand. Hitchens bounces on the ropes away and bounces back with a jab. Then a right cross. Salas still punching fresh air at this moment. 2 minutes to go in round 4. Another missed Salas attack with a left hand. Gets too close. Hitchens shoulders him away. He's expending energy, Salas, and he's walking into jabs now. That was a solid jab from Hitchens. Snaps the neck back of Salas. Salas with a higher guard trying to rush Richardson Hitchens. He doesn't let him bully him back. Ties him up, pushes him off, jabs him off, steps away. Salas still on the attack. He's trying to throw punches, but they're hitting fresh here.
Yeah, to anyone in the UK that's watching us, if you need to watch the fight as well as watchers, it's on Sky Sports in the UK. If you're in the United States, it's on Paramount Plus.
Absolutely. Turn the sound down. Listen to Rick on the boxing. Those goddamn commentary. The teams you get on, they talk the uttermost shite.
Especially this one, because we got Mr. Max Schillerman.
Oh, Kellerman. Yeah, Schillerman.
I was just going to say the same thing, matey. You took the words right out of my mouth there, Colton.
Yeah, I actually thought of a funny AI like picture idea earlier. Like, imagine a superhero, like, you know, you have Superman or Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it'd be Max Schillerman.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. The speaker of utter bullshit, bullshido.
Well, as predicted, Mr. Neutral said Richardson Hitchens will get fed up with Salas.
Do you remember on the first Zuffa card, who was it he compared to bloody King Callum Walsh? Callum Walsh, he was calling him Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah. There was a lot of
Mate, I'd love to smoke whatever he was on that night. That is absolute bullshit. He couldn't be further from fucking RJJ.
Well, yeah, and Max Kellerman, he tried to double back and kind of, you know, fix what he said in the next show, I think, because I heard him say, he was like, guys, just because I compare somebody to this great, I'm not saying they're, you know, on their same level.
But it's exactly what he said, though, weren't it, to be truthful? I slaughtered him on X. I absolutely slaughtered him.
Yeah, and a lot of people obviously...
He blocked me after about 2 minutes.
Yeah, and a lot of people obviously, like, they thought that's what he was saying. And, I mean, who knows with his... He was in his Zuffa shilling mode.
Absolutely. One of the funniest things I've ever heard, that was.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, Callum Walsh is a good fighter, but come on now. He's not even in the same stratosphere as the great Roy Jones Jr.
No, that's an insult, to be fair.
Absolutely. Well, that's 4 rounds in the bank for Richardson Hitchens. It's going very swimmingly. Just while we wait for the next one, let's have a quick word from Andrew White Lightning Murphy.
What's going on, UK fans? This is Andrew White Lightning Murphy, Roy Jones Jr. trainer, and you guys are watching Jam Red Corner Boxing.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew, indeed. Retroholic Gamer says, will AJ versus Fury be one of the best fights ever or be a waste of time and wish we never had it? I
think
prefer the latter of, you took the words out of my mouth there, John. The latter of that statement. Back to this one. And Salas has come out like a man on fire yet again in round 5. And Hitchens once again, slick as ever, in evading these attacks. Just allowing Salas to get closer to him, using that left shoulder as a defensive weapon. Allowing Salas, he's setting traps now. I get the feeling Richardson. He's had a few rounds with him now. He's frustrated hell out of him. Says Righty Nogi, yes. And the more frustrated he gets, the more mistakes he makes.
This is what Africa does, isn't it? This is what he does. He frustrates you and then takes you.
Exactly. He's starting to show a bit of zest himself now. Hitchens 3-punch combination hit home, and he's turned the screw.
Yeah, Salas is backing up now, so you know he felt it. Mexicans don't back up easy.
Just thought a bit of a missed opportunity from Hitchens there. He just allowed Salas to come out of that corner and catch him with the right hand. As soft as it was, missed opportunity. But he's back in the center of the ring. Salas. Oh, he gets caught again as he comes in with a left cross. Still throwing no Salas, still trying to push Hitchison back to the ropes. But Hitchison again slips counter, waits on the rope, gestures to him. Come on then. Come on, here we go. And Hitchens is going to start turning the screw now. The showboating. I don't think it's show. He's going to start showing some skills in attack. He's got Salas now on the back foot, jab through the middle. Salas, high guard, covers up, tries a rush attack with a two-shot body attack on Hitchens. He's back on the ropes, but he's fighting off the ropes. Left, right, right. Back comes Salas to the body. He's missing the target upstairs, but having success when he gets up close. And now Hitchens is inviting him onto the ropes with him. Bango, there's a double jab from Hitchens. Now he's got his eyes wide open, Richardson, on Salas. He fancies it now. Is he going to go to war with the Mexican? Driving him back towards the corner. Jab, right hand. Salas, though, tries to fight off it, moving forward towards his left-hand side. And that's the end of round 5. What do you think of that
easy
one?
50-45, mate. Absolute one-sided masterclass from Richardson Hitchens. He's looking every part of what he said he would. He looked good at 147.
Beautiful jabs from Hitch, says right in Yogi.
Absolutely.
Quite agree. The jab work that we were saying before, it'll look boring, but it is a weapon. I remember Lennox Lewis, the pugilist specialist, use a jab for 12 rounds versus David Tua.
What a fighter he was, Tua.
Oh, what a fight that was as well.
Absolute menace.
And he used the jab all night on the outside.
He was a Kiwi, weren't he? He was from New Zealand, Kiwi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I remember Tua back when I was young. He was around like the early 90s, weren't he? Mid-90s.
He was an absolute beast, David Tua. You know, never become a champion. It was one of them. How he never be. Do you know what? If David Tua was about today,
he'd clean them all up.
He'd clean up. He'd be a world champion. No
Absolutely.
doubt about it. How he never became. It's
in
only
88.
because he happened to exist in the days of Lennox Lewis.
Evander Holyfield, Mike
Evander
Tyson.
Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, amongst others, Shannon Briggs. All these fantastic greats. And David Tua, along with Ray Musser, Ray Muscless Musser. He was one of my favorite all-time boxers.
I nearly had him on for an interview, Neutral.
I love Ray Muscless Musser. Tua would rule. Musser would rule now. Such was the depth and quality in the 90s.
Nearly had Mercer lined up for an interview with you, but he charges £50 per half an hour, so I mugged him off in the end. I ain't paying no one for an interview, mate. You don't want to come on, don't come on. I ain't paying you.
It's just an honor to talk to me, I think.
That's it. He should have been honoured, mate. Yeah, he should have been honoured with
paying me £50 an hour. Right.
Yes, sprinkle that red corner magic. He'd be coming back at age 65, wouldn't he, and having about, you know what I mean, and winning.
Exactly. Ikibuki didn't fucking charge me. There's no way this bastard should.
And look what happened with Ikibuchi as well. He went on to lose, didn't he? Blast him. He's the only person we've ever interviewed who lost his next fight.
Adam Holly says,
Hitchens just got caught there.
Oh, that's the first one. It was a right hand from Salas.
Yeah.
But back comes Hitchens, 3 punches. Salas tucking up now, backing off, trying to reset.
Yes, he did.
Didn't Ray Musser beat Tommy Morrison? He absolutely cleaned out Tommy Morrison.
I love Tommy as well. I did.
Everything was better back in the 80s and 90s. Says Retroholic Gamer. Absolutely, mate. The golden age of boxing.
90s for me.
When it come to is zenith boxing. At its zenith in the heavyweight division.
So the last fight I can remember from the 80s was 89 when Frank Bruno got knocked out by Mike Tyson.
Yes.
That was like the first boxing match. My dad came home from the army, woke me up, but we sat there and listened to it. We didn't watch it. We listened to it on the radio.
86, that was, mate, wasn't it?
No, I think it was 89 because I'd have been too young. I was only born in 83.
All right.
I think I was 6 or 7 at the time, so it's got to have been 89 or 90.
5th round TKO from Musser against Tommy Morrison. Oh, it was an absolutely brutal stoppage. But Tommy Morrison always was in a brutal fight. There was Tommy the Gun Morrison. No such thing as a boring fight with him. And
how did he actually die? Do you know? I can't remember now. How did Tommy die?
Yeah, he died from age-related disease.
Oh, Oh, Salas is down. Salas is down. Great shot. No, he's not calling it a shot. He's saying he slipped. I think that was a shot myself.
It's ambiguous that I
They've
don't
gone
know
to the
if
bloody adverts while the fight round's still on.
I don't know why they do this. It's really annoying in the
Well, he's
middle of
knocked
a
down and they
round.
go to adverts thinking it's the end of the round, the dozy gits.
But Colton,
Do you guys?
you were
do you guys get
paramount. Take over.
Okay, I was gonna ask. Do you guys get the same ads I do? Like, did you just see the Michael Chandler one with that energy drink? Or is
No,
it-
we get
we
get
totally
Paddy.
different. Okay,
Paddy
They get
Power
the UK
horse
one tonight.
racing.
okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
It's all gambling and alcohol, mate, on our adverts. They've come back on the wrong bloody fight.
No, they're putting some. It's a promo.
Yeah, Butler, Steven Butler. I'll tell you
Steven
what, Berlanga,
Butler,
though, if his chin's not ready, Steven Butler can pop. Eye of the Tiger, low knee for Zuffa.
Berlanga showed that he's chinny. Why not? He's got a better.
Some of the
David Benavidez look about him as well.
the advertising can
Butler.
definitely be frustrating. I know when UFC started on Paramount, which was a few months before Zuffa started, they initially weren't showing like the corner between rounds, and I know that got a lot of backlash from fans because they wanted to see, the fighters getting their pep talks and the words being said in the corner. So
yeah, it's an important part of the fight, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Knowing what they're saying to them and how
it
they
is.
get reinvigorated for the fight. It sucks when they cut to adverts. The Zone started doing it in the first few rounds. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He did fall over
hard
himself.
to fight.
He lost his balance there. That slip.
Yeah, Thomas said Tommy hits like a baseball bat, says right in Yogi. Yeah, he's
Pinklin
a big banger.
Thomas. He was a good boxer as well, Pinklin. Remember him very well. Salas, to his credit, is trying to make a fight of it, but Hitchens has been the whole story of this fight going into round 7 with 1 minute and 52 seconds to go. Is that Richardson Hitchens has just been on a different level to his opponent. And when I say different level, I'm
Hitchens just stanky legged him.
Yeah, I would say, James. I saw that too. Salas's back leg was
it was that left right.
way. Yeah,
Same as what happened to Errol Spence in the first round against Tim Tszyu last night. Same thing in the first round.
I actually did see that too. I saw. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Salas is starting to lose his temper.
The frustration's etched on his face, isn't it?
The jab is swelling the face now of Salas.
Tell you what, this crowd doesn't exactly seem to be super enthralled with the fight. It's almost more of like a theater crowd.
Yeah, it is at the theatre, isn't it? At Madison Square Garden, that's where it's at.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, but
they'll come alive for Berlanga because a lot of Puerto Ricans in New York City.
Yeah, I agree.
They'll come alive for that one.
MSG, the home of boxing for so many decades.
Yeah, it's only in the small room, though. It's in the Infosys theatre.
Still the home of boxing to many. But no,
it's in the little brother of the home of boxing, this one. The little theatre at the back of Madison Square Garden.
Richardson Hitchens starting to really open up on his Mexican counterpart now. Makes him stumble back yet again with another jab. Hitchens walking him down to the ropes. He's now positively looking to stop this guy in round
70-63.
Salas hasn't won a round.
And I immediately get the FanDuel advertisements.
He has to
before they even get to the stool.
He has to now knock his man out. That's the game plan from the last 2 rounds that he has in this fight. And the question is, does he do it? Well, so far he's not landed much on Hitchens. Maybe 2 or 3 shots in the whole fight that we can actually count and say, well, that was a good shot, but nothing else since, which is unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate. But whilst we're waiting for that, let's have another word from a superstar.
All right, guys, it's Brad Pauls, the Nuki Bomb here. Give Red Corner Boxing a like and subscribe. Check them out. Great bunch of lads. Get up, Corner Boys.
Get up, Brad
Thank
Pauls.
you, Mr.
Thanks,
Brad Paul.
Here we go. Round number 8. There's 3 rounds to go. Salas has come out 100 mile an hour yet again. Flashes a right cross. Oh, he's got Hitchens in up against the ropes. A bit more ferocity. Just made Richardson Hitchens lick his lips there with that one. And
He's caught his little fire under his ass, hasn't he?
Yeah. He has to come out and try and knock him out in the last 3 rounds.
His Zuffa deal will be on the line. If he loses this, he'll be cut. He's on a rolling one fight contract.
That's the thing with these, Zuffa deals. You've got to win.
Yeah, something I meant to say earlier too, just on the topic of just how I've had my gripes with Zuffa, but on the flip side, competition is good. Most of the time, having more competition is just in terms of more promotional companies. It sometimes makes the other companies try to be better. I mean, that's just exactly what DAZN did. They started snapping up all the other companies. So competition is good.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Competition is king. But the thing is here, Zuffa are signing up these superstars, but they're single units like, Shakur, Jai Opataya, Richardson Hitchens in these different weight classes. It's hard to match them up when they're already at elite level with the other sanctioning bodies.
Well, they signed Shakur, didn't they, with the hope of signing Devon and making that fight. But now Devon screwed him over and gone to the zone. They're left with Shakur.
Yeah.
Fight, so he's going to be fighting Rayo Valenzuela, which nobody wants to see, to be quite honest.
No, Devon, or who's fighting Rayo? Shakur.
Shakur. Yeah.
Well, look.
It's the only fight they've got for him. They've got nobody else that could even be on the same plane as him, Rayo's the only one they've got, and let's be truthful, he's going to get wiped out. As much as I like Rayo, he's going to get absolutely schooled by Shakur.
You don't know. Rayo's got that equalizer. And Shakur will not have, I thought Zepeda would really test Shakur, but he didn't. But Rayo will. Definitely Rayo will. But look, let's get back to this. 15 seconds in round 8. Salas has bumped himself out again towards the end of these rounds. But however, I do give Salas this round. He's been ferocious in this round all the way through. But I do think he's bust his bubble now. 2 rounds to go, 9 and 10. Richardson. Richardson, is it Richardson Hitchens? I can't remember.
Yeah, Richardson Hitchens, mate. Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Everyone gets it wrong. Andre Ward on commentary on this. He got it wrong himself. He was calling him Hitchens Richardson.
Well, I'm glad he's not that bad.
God, mate, that's one of the goats of all time in Andre Ward.
3:30 in the morning.
Hitchinson is really easy to accidentally say. Like Richardson Hitchens or Richard Hitchinson.
Richard Hitchinson.
Yeah.
It's definitely a tongue twister. 3:30.
Let's call him Africa. That's what he prefers. He prefers to be called Africa.
All right, okay. But he's it's been a bit too easy for him tonight. However, as we identified at the start, Salas is going to be one of them Mexicans that go, you wind them up, they go all night. And it's one of them you have to keep on your toes for 10 rounds with these boys.
What just happened? I was looking at. Oh, they called the doctor in.
The Salas cut. Oh, he's there. The nose is bust.
The eye sockets are both puffing as well.
Yeah, both eye sockets are puffed up. That jab has done its work there tonight.
Yeah, it is a bit of a choice.
He's been a bit gun shy for me, Hitchens, through the fight. I was hoping for a bit more pop, a bit more faith and ambition of stopping this guy. But in having said that, he's not took any unnecessary risks, and
No,
he'll
he's
see
easily
the fight out.
Yeah, Hitchens is easily winning, but it does make you wonder. It's like, I feel like with these Zuffa fights, we've seen they definitely favor a little more, action and finishes versus the sweet science. So it'll kind of be interesting to see how they might grade Hitchens' performance from the Zuffa perspective.
And that's the thing, though. They prefer the all-action style and they want knockouts. They promised a field of knockouts. That's what they wanted every show. Then they go and sign Hitchens and Shakur.
Yeah, there you go.
Choose your business model, mate. You're contradicting your own business model. Same as they won't work with other belts, then they're working with all other belts. It's like, come on now.
Well,
that's what
I'm sorry, Colin. I really think that Dana White, he loses his temper in interviews.
He does, yeah. It's definitely,
He loses his temper, and then he comes out with stuff that
he's a petulant child, and in truth,
that he didn't really want to see. And I think he didn't really want to say that because he was just trying to protect the Zuffa brand. But in doing so, it looks a bit weak, doesn't it, to the public? But when
he turned a lot of fans off Zuffa. A lot of people were excited for Zuffa until he said they're not working with any other belts. We're going to have a Zuffa belt only. That's when people turned on Zuffa. Everyone was bang up for it before that, so he screwed his pooch on that one.
Yeah, James, look what's happened since that IBF nonsense for Jalil Pattaya. They've completely done a U-turn and are now working with Zuffa. WBC have already worked with Zuffa and will continue to work with Zuffa, and the WBO and the WBA will follow suit. It's just a matter of integrating Zuffa into the system. There has been pushback from the other sanctioning bodies, but they realize it's futile because Zuffa bring too much money into the game. Writing Yogi says, I was hoping Hitch would start leaning into popping jabs and getting wins by knockout occasionally. I quite agree with you that. I thought that was going to happen here. Maybe Salas is tougher than he looks. Maybe Hitchenson's decided, well, no sense in, working too hard. Just let this boy come on to me, do my thing, pop, 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 pop. Thank you very much. Take home his paycheck. Wait for the next one. Don't forget, it's an introduction for him at welterweight. I was expecting some power, but I'm not seeing it. What I'm seeing instead is a Shakur type masterclass. And he's popped this guy from range, close range, mid range. And he's not had an answer for Richardson Hitchens in this fight. But Zuffa will keep having this continuous problem of matchmaking these guys until they get the likes of Hitchens and Shakur in the ring. And any other big signings they have, they'll be under pressure to get them in the ring, and so on and so on. And that'll go through all the divisions. And at some point in the future, they will introduce their league system. But I think that will run separate, rather like a concurrent train track alongside the Ring magazine, if you know what I mean. You'll get the league fights, and then you'll get the Ring magazine fights that will go with them. They'll mix the two into shows with a bit of MMA, UFC, whatever it is. And you'll start to see that integration in combat sports. That's what I think is going to happen in the future with Zuffa, the UFC.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of the Grand Prix, tournament they did. Was that last year? And I don't know, was that a WBC thing or was that? I don't know who exactly was like the leading party in that tournament.
It was WBC Grand Prix, mate. That was.
Yeah, the Grand Prix.
That's right. Yeah. That's. I could see Zuffa kind of going that route. It's almost like a proving ground of, prospects type of thing.
Absolutely. And that's what that league will be.
Which is not bad. Yeah.
It'll be B class fighters at best, D to B, up and coming prospects from all countries. And it'll be a pure gateway league up into the Ring magazine cards.
Yeah, and DAZN have started their own version of that. They're called the Project Series, which starts with Corey Marksman against Christian Barrietto.
Exactly.
So they're all competing for the same sort of genre.
Exactly. They see these gaps in the market and identify these gaps where these league systems could exist. All they got to figure out now is how to keep everybody happy, boxers, promoters, managers, etc., 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 on a legal basis. Once they get that figured out, boy, boxing's in a good place.
Be nice to see, brother. It'd be nice to see.
Yeah. That's a great point, Yogi. The league system won't necessarily correlate with established boxing, but it could augment the fights. I rather think you got to liken it to a glorified production line where these guys work their way out up the prize money rather than points in a league system. It's all about the prize money in these leagues. So that's what, once you step up in the leagues to the bigger prize money, then you start entering, the traditional sanctioning body rankings at the same time. So that's where I think they'll run side by side only at the top level of the league system. But the big names will ultimately go onto the Ring Magazine cards for single shot fights, title fights, etc. Right, it's round 10. It's 20 seconds to go. You've all had enough of me going on about Zuffa. Richardson Hitchens is on his way to a unanimous decision victory.
Complete shutout, 100-9 all day long.
I've given Salas one round, but he's trying his best. He's 100 mile an hour in round 10. Hitchens is laughing his head off. He's sprinting round away as the fight has finished.
He was kind of sprinting toward the end there.
He was on his toes there the last 20 seconds.
He already won. That's what kind of goes back to that conversation. It's like he's already won. It's like, but of course the Zuffa crowd, they might be like, hey, we want to finish, but he's already won by the rules.
And he didn't want to make any stupid mistakes or, present Salas with any easy opportunities. He saw the fight out. He did what he had to do. Good performance, masterclass, clinic, call it what you want. But it's a good start to welterweight for Richardson Hitchens against a very live dog.
Yeah, he made it look easy, didn't he? He made it look easy. He can't do more than win all 10 rounds, which I think he has. It's perfect debut on Zuffa for Richardson Hitchens. Just, it's not really going to ignite the fans' interest in him, but at the same time, that's not his problem. His problem is winning boxing matches, and that's what he's doing.
Absolutely.
When there is a couple of good fights out there, like even against Rayo, I think it'd be a better suited fight. Rayo's coming off knocking out Edwin De Los Santos last time out after getting knocked out by him himself a few fights earlier. So he's back on the winning trajectory. I think Shakur makes it look too easy, but Hitchens, maybe that's more of a challenging fight for both. You never know, though.
Hitchinson and Shakur, there shouldn't be a problem with that fight. I'll tell you why. Neither of them should be worried about the other one knocking each other out. So one would like to think that Richardson Hitchens and Shakur Stevenson will be a fight of pugilism.
Be a glorified sparring session for me, that one.
But it'll be a spiteful pugilism because both are fast. The faster they go in a fight, the more spite they'll start putting in. Now, these are both opportunist boxers. They like to counter their opponents. That's when you saw Richardson Hitchens urging his man to come to him because he was finding success on the counter. Now, what happens when you get two counter punches come together? People might think...
Yeah, all three scored it 100-90 to Hitchens.
There you go. Easy, nice one. But you get two counter punches on each other, it becomes a chess match. And chess matches can become boring, but to the trained eye, it becomes a classic.
Yeah, I'd really like to see actually Oshaki Foster versus Shakur. In my opinion, I feel like Shock, like
he's too light for me. He's got to come up with another 2 weight divisions.
Yeah, he's still at 130. He's only just got up to 135 from 130, hasn't he?
He's only had one fight, 135.
147.
My bad. Never mind. Yeah,
No,
that is a fight that's being talked about though, Colton.
If they were the same weight though, I feel like Shock reminds me the most of Shakur from what I've seen. Just trying to find someone just similar to Shakur.
Yeah. And if you remember as well, Shakur's not a natural 147. I know he's supposed to be fighting there, but he's actually a 140 now.
Well, he still holds the belt, 140 pound.
Yeah, he beat Teo at 140, got stripped to his 135 belt, so it could easily be made at 140 between Shock and Shakur. But I don't think it will.
I don't think he'll go back to 140 after his performance at 147. Shaq. There was a talk about him, being a bit wagering for the 140 fight last time.
I don't think Zuffa's even got a 140 division, have they?
They haven't got a 140 division yet. Are they going to make one for Shaq, or are they going to say to him, right, get your ass to 147? But
yeah, it's going to be 147.
I think at the moment, Zuffa are trying to get divisional ambassadors like Jalil at the cruiserweight, Shakur. Don't know what weight they've got in mind for him yet.
147, mate, against Rayo.
They've got Hitchens at 147, Rayo at 147. So there's all these. Are they building up the welterweight, the bottom weight first? Building up that division to make it as competitive as they can, and then move up a division, start investing more in that division, and so on and so on. That's what I mean. There's a lot more to be done with TKO and Sella in actually building this league. That will take, for me, at least 2 years. At least 2 years to get it up running properly, where you got 40 or 50 guys per division, to make a really good league. 40 to 50 guys per league. And half of them will be ranked in the top 100 by BoxRec and Topology, etc.
Yeah, Richardson Hitchens just called out Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia.
So he wants the lot now.
He's saying
that's
so.
His job. That's his job.
So he's always talked a good talk, but when it comes to it, he, like Oscar Duarte, he runs, man. He runs.
But he's got nowhere to run now.
And then doesn't actually step up.
But that's the thing with Zuffa. There's nowhere to run. Once you're there, they're not paying you stupid money for you to settle on your haunches.
I'll tell you what, though, the winner of Conor Ben, Ryan Garcia, I could see that happening with him. Richardson Hitchens against the winner of that.
It's got to. It's the natural order. And that's why I say Devin Haney will shortly join that, because that's going to be harder for the zone fighters to get onto that Zuffa card, especially if they're running it through Paramount and Sky. So that means the zone boxers. Is that a multi-deal with the zone that Devin Haney's got, or is it a one-fight deal?
It's a multiple fight deal, same as Teofimo Lopez. So, and also Ryan Garcia, after his last fight with Golden Boy against Conor Ben, is also rumoured to be signing for the zone as well on a long-term 6-fight contract.
Well, no, this is the thing. Garcia has got an actual problem. Does he sign with the zone, or does he sign with Zuffa? Who is going to pay Ryan Garcia more for a fight with Conor Ben and possibly Richardson Hitchens after, right? Or is he going for a rematch with Devin Haney on the zone? Which, once that's finished, what's he going to do next? He is WBC champion. Conor Ben is his mandatory.
He could face Teofimo on the zone.
He could go for Teofimo on the zone. That could be what we're coming into. This split between the zone and Zuffa. The split being Shakur Stevenson and Richardson Hitchens on one side, and you've got Garcia, Ben, and Haney on the other. Joshua, he says, I actually felt sorry for AJ last night. His punch resistance looked completely gone. It's not even something to laugh about. I generally feel sorry for him. Boxing's no laughing matter, mate. It certainly isn't. Punch resistance gone. If you want to see, my thoughts about it, go and watch my Red Corner review show last night we done about AJ and Fury. Go and watch that. Shocking claims by myself. I'm not going to tell you here. You have to go and watch it because I really let go on that one. So if you want to know my thoughts, go and see that. Right, and Yogi says Butler's coming in on a 4-fight winning run streak. Absolutely correct. And looking dangerous.
All by KO as well.
Yes, and as a massive AJ fan in PAP, you appreciate everything he's done for a country and for the British boxing, but it worried me last night when he was getting hit like that. He honestly looked shot to pieces. Well, look, let's not pretend that Christian Prenga hadn't won 20 fights in a row by knockout by coincidence. He come out in that first round, knocked AJ down 4 times. He's done that many times before to other boxers. Chin test, all the rest of it. There's not many boxers, I don't think, that would have been, comfortable with a Prenga shot.
Yeah, only 2 of them counted as knockdowns, by the way. 2 of them weren't counted. Only 2 was counted. The one where he fell into the ropes and the one where his gloves almost touched the ground weren't counted as knockdowns.
Okay.
So
it makes no difference. The fact that he hit the deck 4 times, lost his equilibrium, lost his balance, so on and so on. That was offset by Tyson Fury, who didn't look a young man anymore. So I don't think AJ's got a problem with the Fury power. I just think Fury and AJ have got so many problems with themselves right now that, that fight, is it still what the fans want to see after all what you've witnessed there over the weekend? That's up to you guys. But for me, trying to put that on Netflix in American prime time is just suicide. These 2 over-the-hill British boxers. I think Americans have got some, better things to do with their Saturday nights. And Britain gets to watch it at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning, mate. They're saying now it's going to be in Madison Square Garden, New York.
Doesn't even make sense.
The favourite for host that fight now is actually Madison Square Garden, which would be 4 or 5 a.m. to us.
Watching AJ go down like that in round 1 was shocking in itself. The manner in which he went down from the shots. It was upsetting seeing a man that is a 2-time world champion, has been there with the likes of Klitschko, absolutely poleaxed him. And then you see them getting punched like that by a guy who's just broke the top 40 in the world. And it's just heartbreaking that, these men are young people's idols. And to see young people, to see their idols getting hurt like that, it's painful for them. So I understand that sad truth, as Yogi's put it. When they come in and see these guy Prenga, who the hell is he? I've never heard of him before. And then they get embarrassed. I think that fight with Prenga caused AJ more damage moving forward than he would have liked.
Yeah, I remember the same feeling when Ricky Hatton got poleaxed by Mayweather, then Pacquiao. It broke my heart, you know what I mean? Because you watched him do so well, such a humble guy, and then you see him get taken out. It does hurt. You form an attachment to these boxers, don't they? They become part of your family almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I want to touch on this thing that Josh Heath has said. In the post-fight interview, I felt for AJ. He was almost about to cry when AD was asking about the car crash. It's heartbreaking. I think AD Oladipo is absolutely out of order, by the way, for that comment.
AJ told him, though, didn't he? He said, I'm not talking about that. And just put it in his place in the end.
Absolutely no need for that after an emotional thing for him to even get back in the ring in the first place. And to ask a question like that after, that win, and thinking that AJ was going to answer him with a, with some emotion.
They were just looking for a viral moment, weren't they?
Hey, they're looking for a viral moment, and I think that was horrendous by him there. Whether he was under orders or not, to ask it, I thought that was unprofessional to the maximum. So I felt sorry for AJ there. But people have got to stop thinking that these guys that people have never heard of are just going to be fodder, food for these boxers. It just doesn't work like that. And Prenga showed that. He does deserve his dues, Jothia. He made some money. He's made himself more known after the fight. He'll be known as the guy that's only second to Daniel Dubois, who put AJ on his ass so many times. So Prenga will no doubt come out of this in a much more financially better situation moving forward for his career. He'll be asked to come back and test other heavyweights, no doubt. And
have you got Butler coming out now, guys?
You what, mate?
You got Steven Butler just making his way to the ring.
Yeah, Steven Butler's making his way to the ring.
Yeah. He's been stopped 5 times by Patrick Volney, Gianni Bakalan Canuli, Jose Van der Heijs Macias, Ryota Murata, and back early in his day against Braden Cook. So all 5 of his losses have all come by knockout. That should give Berlanga some hope that he can catch this man and put him to sleep.
Yeah, but I mean, since he's moved up to super middle, he hasn't lost.
He's won all 4 by KO.
And all 4 of them super middleweight fights by knockout. So the Canadian he's on the ascendancy. He's like
including the rematch against Jesus Macias. He rematched him and knocked him out.
He's like a very own Troy Williamson, who stayed at 154, 160 pounds far too long. And then as soon as they move up, they're like world championship level fighting. We got a comment. Counterpunch Jay's in the house. Welcome, mate. He says, if Hitchens wants to capture one of the titles, 147, does that mean he'll have to rematch Paro? Since Paro is one of the champs.
Well, it's a possibility, but Paro's actually defending to George Kambosos Jr. down under, believe it or not. Not that Kambosos deserved another title fight, but he's apparently getting one. So that'll be his voluntary for Paro, and then maybe he could get Hitchens, could get Paro over to New York on a super card and fight for the 147 titles. That's definitely a possibility, mate, but it won't be next.
Joshua, he says Hitchens is stylistically all wrong for Paro. I quite agree. You all saw there Salas attacking Richardson Hitchens all night and getting nowhere. I think that Paro is slightly more reserved coming forward, hence giving Richardson Hitchens more time. Salas tried to deny time and space and range to Hitchens, and when he did attack, it was lunging, horrible attacks.
If you remember as well, when Hitchens fought Paro back in 2024, he only won it by split decision, didn't he? So
yeah, Paro he's a pressure front-footed fighter, but he's more reserved. He won't go lunging in. He'll use his orthodox boxing manner and style to make a fight of it with. He'll want to do what he done to Matthias. But Matthias is not Richardson Hitchens.
No, far more skillful.
So I think Hitchens beats Paro.
He's already beat him once, only by split. I think he beats him again if they fight.
Yeah. And the fact that he did go life and death for Crocker, who is considered the weakest of the welterweight champions, tells you that he has taken that crown on, really, Paro, the weakest of the divisional champions right now. But look, guys, main event is upon us. Edgar Berlanga, Brooklyn, New York, he's back. His 78% knockout rate, 18 knockouts and 23 wins. And he did have 16 consecutive first-round knockouts.
Until he fought Canelo.
Yeah.
So,
So, you know, until Canelo, did Canelo take his soul since that fight? That's the question with Berlanga. He's got a chance here at Zuffa Boxer. He is a minus 360 favourite against the Canadian Butler. They're around the same age, the same height, not a lot in the weight, and there's a 2-inch reach advantage to Steven Butler. Josh Inoue was never main event for this. Berlanga.
No, it's always Berlanga, mate. That's why it's in New York as well. I know Hitchens is New Yorker as well, but it was always set up for the Puerto Rican to headline.
Yeah, it's the Brooklyn boys. Berlanga and Butler have always been the main. That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
Right. Joe Martinez, one of my favorite ring announcers, is doing his work now in the middle
Apart from
of the
Thomas
ring.
Tribe, who's coming on next week. He's our favourite, remember?
As I said, he's one of my favourites.
Yes. I was only joking, mate.
He's a scoop for Zuffa. And New York's finest, as they say, are out in force at the MSG for this main event. I've been secretly looking forward to this fight, gentlemen. You know, I did let that little secret out, on X before that. I enjoy these Zuffa cards. I really do. You know, when something new comes about and, you know, everyone's giving their thoughts and opinions on it. And this for me, this has got to feel like, you know, the old HBO days, Showtime, bit of Top Rank mixed in there with the new age, you know, photography, you know, videoing and the camera work. And it's got a real good vibe to it. I really do enjoy it as off the show. And, you know, if that upsets people, well, Warrior of Rivia 1800. Hope you guys have had mate, we've had a fantastic night of watching boxing. And it's been a good card. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. There's the main event, young Sammy boy. Who have you got? You have to let us know. Berlanga or Butler. If Berlanga loses to Butler, he isn't even contender level at this point. Instead, he'll be gatekeeper level. I mean, Jams and Colton, is Berlanga in danger of falling off the radar? Should have lost the cup.
If he loses this, mate, if he loses to Butler, even though Butler's been on that 4-fight winning run, Berlanga's finished at the top table. If he loses this, he'll get cut by Zuffa, and then where does he go? I can't see any of the major promotions wanting to pay the kind of money he demands for what he is. People were shocked when Zuffa offered him a $2 million contract. Because let's be honest, Hamza Shiraz absolutely wiped the floor with him, and look how bad he looked last night. So Shiraz needs a big performance. Berlanga needs a big performance here. And needs to knock out. If he doesn't, I think it's going to look very bad on him and on Zuffa.
I think Zuffa may have signed Berlanga because they see him as, you know, kind of fitting into their idea of, you know, they want to see boxing with finishes, you know, and that's kind of that is Berlanga, you know.
Let's see what happens. We're about to get underway, guys. This is it. Edgar Berlanga, Steven Butler, Puerto Rico versus Canada. And it's underway. Round one. Let's see how Berlanga starts. See if he's got that hunger. Yeah, Yogi, that was a terrible performance, wasn't it? Absolutely embarrassing. I hope he had a broken hand or something. Otherwise, he's just lost the plot. Thankfully, Zuffa cards have been entertaining. Yeah, they have been. The ones I've caught have all been good.
Big up to Alex in the chat. It was embarrassing for Shiraz. He claims there was nothing wrong with his hand. We were all debating whether he'd hurt it. And if he fights like that against even Jacob Bank, he's going to get beaten. Shiraz doesn't want to talk about it, of course. Terrible. And yeah, Alex, you're absolutely correct. The Zuffa cards have been entertaining. And he says Shiraz got too used to fighting cream puffs. Quite agree there with that statement as well.
Alan Begic.
I mean, Begic was, what was he? Just the one
Number
defeat.
4, but he was shocking.
Yeah. Well, he, got into the ranks, climbed to 4, and then, he's just another one on the list of, not good enough at the end of the day.
His best win was against David Kirkman, who Alan Graves, who's area level, knocked out in 2 rounds.
Oh, Christ, we were there, weren't we?
Yeah, in Derby, December 20th last year.
Yeah. So Berlanga and Butler exchanging jabs, feet. Oof, Butler went to throw a massive right at Berlanga there. He just managed to move his chin out of the way of that. So nice start from Steven Butler. Double jab there. Berlanga. Seen the second one coming, step back. Trying to match Butler's fast start. Couple of jabs are going over the shoulder, though, of the Canadian. That one hit, and that right. That was better. Giving him some room now, Berlanga. Blocks a big right hand there from the Canadian. Joshua Heath says Berlanga relies on landing a big shot too much, Jams.
Yeah, it's true, mate. It's true. He's always looking for that one pop shot. His rest of his boxing's not really there, to be honest. As you've seen, like, he got dominated by Canelo, got took by Shiraz. He's never looked that good to me. But he does sell tickets, Puerto Ricans are a massive community in New York. And I think that's another reason why Zuffa offered him the $2 million, because he's going to bring some fans to the table, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite the character, isn't he, Colton?
Yeah, and I was going to say, sometimes that one shot is all you need.
Very true, very true.
Easier
First round, I'll get that to Butler. How did you lads score that first round? I'll give it to Steven Butler.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I was it almost looks like it looked like Berlanga was doing a little more studying in that first round, which seems kind of different from his typical game plan, but it might show a little bit of, I guess, maturity there. But yeah, because he was studying, Butler was landing more. So yeah, I'd agree. Butler 1-0.
Yeah, definitely. Joshua Heath just said, do you remember when Berlanga went on that victory parade for going the distance for Canelo? Yes, I do, mate. It was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
He certainly was riding on the crest of a wave, on the Canelo gravy train after that, and then got utterly exposed against Hamza Shiraz in New York. Quite surprised they'd gone with a power puncher for Berlanga's return fight, because Butler can crack absolutely, mate.
Yeah, 4 knockouts in a row, tell you that. That's super.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's I come back to what I was saying before about Zuffa. If you're going to sign with them, you better put up a good fight, because a lot is on the line for both fighters. There's bonuses for fight of the night, knockout of the night, etc., etc. So they've all got these extra incentives, and if they let themselves down, Zuffa are going to be unforgiving, and that is going to separate the competitive level between Zuffa and other promotional companies. And I think that's what they want to attract into their brand, that extra competitiveness, because of prizes on the line. And what do money make, gentlemen? Prizes.
Exactly, yeah. You've seen how ruthless they can be. Harrison Garcia lost to Andres Cortez in a UD defeat. He got cut. Yeah. You had Edwin De Los Santos got knocked out by Rayo Valenzuela. So he got kicked out. He's gone. So these fighters are fighting for their very careers. You lose, you're gone. Simple as that. You're on a 1-fight rolling contract. Even if they paid you 2 to 10 million, you lose, you're gone.
Yeah, absolutely. People thought that Conor Benn was only going to do a one fight deal. No. They promise you good money, but you have to work for it. I didn't believe for 1 minute he was getting $15 million for one fight. No, that That was the exception to the rule.
Yeah, they just done that just to get him over there, just to
They
stick
signed him up to get him over there, and they want to make these PPV fights.
That's why they fed him an injured Regis Prograde, knowing that he'd win, and then they were going to sign him on a big fight deal like they have done.
Absolutely. Now, there's a good point by Ryan Yogi. If he wants to impress Zuffa, Berlanga, he has got to knock out Steven Butler. That's my thoughts. A UD win is fine, but you've got to be good UD where Butler's
It's got to be
hanging
entertaining
on.
as the headline, isn't it? It's got to be entertaining for the fans. They're going to want to come back to a Zuffa show. People are going to have to tune in around the world on Sky Sports or on Paramount. If it's just a boring, like just a trot to victory, he'll get cut.
And look at that crowd, the MSG. You want them on their feet. Zuffa would want them on their feet. Paramount do. They want to bring a vibe, you know, something that to rival the other promotions. A Riyadh season card in MSG with Zuffa.
Belanga's down. Belanga's
down.
Oh my God! And Butler caught him. Left hook.
Now we got a little bit of drama here.
We have some drama at last.
That's a 10-8 round for Butler. That's 3 points up after 2 rounds for Stephen, the Canadian Butler. Oh, says Miss Yogi. Oh, indeed.
I didn't see that coming so early, you know. Round
Butler
one.
can crack, though. He can crack.
He's already proved that. And now Berlanga. I was saying about Berlanga's chin after Canelo, after Shiraz. And he's just not the same boxer before he come up against Canelo. He's come cracking records. And, you know, let's not say they were all taxi cab drivers or whatever, tin cans, tomato cans. That's not the case. Something has gone from Berlanga.
That happens once you get knocked out. Look at AJ, been the same. His jaw against Klitschko, he took an absolute lambasting and stayed on his feet. And then he gets beat by Ruiz, and all of a sudden he's going down every punch he takes. It's how it goes. It's the mental fragility. It's the confidence.
He's in his prime. He should be able to take a defeat and come back strong. How many other boxers do we see that? Has Berlanga got the kahunas now to see off Steven Butler, who now has built up a lead?
Yeah, and he's looking confident as well. He's just cracked Berlanga again, and Belanga's missing wildly. He's looking very pedestrian here, very off-key. He's not landing anything, and Butler's just picking him off. This could be early, but he's caught him again.
He did get a back of the head shot, Berlanga. Oh, another right hand. Butler's on fire. Now, Berlanga.
Fighting for his life, isn't he? Looking for his 33rd knockout.
He's losing his manners, Berlanga.
Belanga's just rocked him. Belanga's going to take Butler out. Butler's gone.
Oh, right through the middle. Oh, there's another right. Sticks his tongue out, Butler. Berlanga goes for it.
Wrestles him to the ground.
Now we got an entertainment. Look at the crowd. They're on their bloody feet now, and both of them are on the ground. Wow, we got a bit of MMA now going on.
Oh, Belanga's going to take him now. He's got him backing up. He's letting his hand. Oh, massive shot. Belanga's ready to cook.
Oh,
he's got him going real good.
Oh, another right hand. Big right hands now. He's clubbing Butler. Oh, he come alive, Berlanga, in round 2. He got annoyed. He was losing his manners. And all of a sudden, right hands come out. And Butler, how he's still on his feet is impressive. This is what we want to see on a Zuffa card. Oh, beautiful uppercut there from Berlanga. He licks his lips again, Butler. He's got a chin on him, young man.
Yeah, Butler needs that corner desperately right now.
50 seconds to go. Can he hang on?
Oh.
This is the thing. Another uppercut from Berlanga.
He's trying to hold on.
He's holding on for dear life now, Steven Butler. Berlanga's 2 arms are locked under the armpits.
Yeah, like Counterpunch Trader said, the knockdowns woke Berlanga up. Absolutely, mate.
He's found that form that he pre, Canelo. He is absolutely going to knock the head off of Butler.
Butler's got the lights on a little more now, though. It looks like.
It's like he's woken up a bit.
Him. Oh no! Hopefully I didn't jinx it.
Oh, swinging lefts and rights from Berlanga on the ropes. He connects with a right, another right. Again, Butler sticks his tongue out. Again, Butler comes back with a 3-punch combination at the end. Wow, we got a fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We got a fight. Very impressive round.
In that corner.
Good round from both boxers. Oh, showing the grit and determination there right now. But what a punch. There it is. The jab. The right come through. That rocked him back on his haunches. He stumbled. He stayed on his feet. And Berlanga come through with another shot. This time, it put him down. Just showing that replay again. 2 lefts, coffins, and then that uppercut. Absolute thing of beauty. Oh, good round for Berlanga there. That was better.
He needed it as well, didn't he? Needed it after them 2 shocking first rounds.
Better round.
And that was just was that a 10-9 for Berlanga? Like Butler didn't go down.
10-9.
You might argue a 10-8, but Butler didn't go down, did he?
Yeah, it's after him going down. He's brought himself back into it. Butler seems okay. Here comes Berlanga again. Is he brave? Is he being too brave for his own good? I wouldn't say so yet. It's only round 4. He's just showing incredible durability at the minute from those attacks from Berlanga. But he's the one
stuck his tongue out, didn't he? When he was about to get knocked out, he started sticking his tongue out. Did Butler?
Exactly, his bloody tongue come right out at Berlanga. The crowd are starting to sit down again now until the next episode. But Butler on his toes. Berlanga trying to counter him. Nothing have happened yet. Still people on their feet at the back of the arena. Oh, big right from Butler. Just missed the whiskers of the New Yorker. Berlanga just trying to open up with a jab. Just letting Butler come to him a little bit more. Joshua, he says Butler's chin will feel him eventually. Berlanga's looking for that right hand again. He set it up with the left hand in round 3. Can he do it again? Keeping that right hand under his chin. Slipping those shots, comes back with a jab. Butler just drops his guard as he looks for an opening. Just patiently waiting for Butler to come in. Misses with that jab. Misses with another one. Butler starting to slip. A bit of Berlanga's work now. Edging Berlanga back to the ropes. Goes to the body. Berlanga tucks up, flashes back a jab. 50 seconds to of round 4. Oh, Butler catches him as he lunges in.
Yeah, I saw that one, Mr. Neutral. He did get Berlanga decently there.
Oh, Berlanga, 2 wild shots. Just made Butler step back, but he lost his footing as he was doing that. Gets Berlanga with a 2-shot combo there. Not bothering Berlanga, these shots at the minute. I say that. Don't want to give him the commentator's cuss. 15 seconds to go. Referee stops and says no back of the head shots. Thank you. Berlanga comes back right hand. Just makes Butler duck a wee bit. A left over the top.
Punch after the bell there from Berlanga.
Yeah, and I thought
a cheeky one there, wasn't it?
Little cheeky right hook after the bell.
Yeah, when Butler kind of sat down into the ropes, I almost thought Butler was like he was, going down for a second.
He looked like he was going to fold, didn't he?
Yeah. Like I wasn't sure if it was like he was about to fold or he was just kind of ducking.
I think he was just anticipating another Berlanga attack and went down anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Decent little mix-up this so far, isn't it, lads? To be honest, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this fight. What's your guys' thoughts on Eddie Hearn and match? They're saying they're going to work with Prenger after last night, maybe even promote him.
Yeah, I think they will. I don't see why not. The fight's there for him.
I had that question earlier too, which I know you guys may have discussed this on the review show, which I'm going to watch after. But I'm definitely wondering what fights Christian Prenger could find after that. His performance yesterday.
Stick him in with a Makhmadov. That'd be a massive selling point across Europe.
That'd be a fun one.
Definitely.
I've just had a message from Bernard Hackett. He thanks Red Corner and our fans for the 100% support the channel has shown him and his son.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Tell him respect, Big Bernard. We'll have to get him on again at some point, Neutral.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
It was your first ever interview when we started the channel, weren't he?
First one.
I remember that on a Monday, start of 2025. Around May time, weren't it?
Oh, that's cool if it was like the very first interview.
It was the very first, yeah. The second one, I think, was Jack the Punk Kid Hughes. And then we had the MC announcer series, didn't we, Neutral? We had Thomas Triber, we had Jody Edwards. We had Lupe Contreras.
Adam Smith. Remember that one?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We done last year.
We had them all the MCs, apart from Michael Buffer. Can't get Buffer on. I think he's past doing interviews for channels like us, though, isn't he, Michael Buffer? He's the god of boxing. Only comes out for the main event. One day, hopefully, we'll get him.
Absolutely.
Maybe get him and Bruce on at the same time.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably kind of difficult to get Michael Buffer on a YouTube interview when he makes, like
20 million per fight for the main event since Sounder.
Yeah, I was going to say like 5
I do speak to him sometimes on X. When he's on X, he speaks to me sometimes. He always comments on my posts and stuff. He's a nice guy, but I don't think he's going to come on.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh, massive shot from Berlanga.
Yeah. Again, the tongue of Butler comes out. These are the signs when you know that they're hot, but they're putting on a brave show. But it's when they start putting their hands up to the head, that's when you know they're really hot. The actions speak louder than words as Berlanga flashes another jab through the middle. He's got Butler backing up on his toes now towards the ropes. Another jab from Berlanga. Butler tries an uppercut, gets cuffed twice by the left hand, coming round the side, and now it's all got a bit untidy. 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, right. And Yogi says you've had some great interviews. Yeah, some of the best ones we've had. Regis Prograis was a good one, Neutral, weren't it?
Aye, Regis Prograis.
Butler's.
Adam Swamp Donkey Richards.
Brian Norman Sr.
Bernard Hackett.
Bernard Hackett, of course. And Jalil at the same time. World champions, Raul Marquez. Nice shot from Butler. But it's not enough. It's just a single shot. Berlanga, another left. A big right through the middle. He's got him on the ropes. The tongue comes out again from Butler. The punches are coming in. At the end of the round, the bell saves Steven Butler.
They're shit talking at the end there, too. Even Butler, he was talking over the refs.
Butler looks cooked to me. He's going to get stopped in the next round or two. Big shots on Berlanga. Let's see what happens. Is that end of round 4? Is that 5?
5.
End of 5. So 3-2 to Berlanga, but Butler had the 10-8, so it's all square.
I got some thunderstorms going on outside here. Kind of lines up with the boxing.
Joshua, he said, I became a fan of Prenger after last night. He deserves big money fights. Absolutely, mate. And he'll get them with Eddie Hearn.
I mean, that record of 20 knockouts, 20 wins, he's got 14 of those knockouts inside 2 rounds.
Good potential opponent for Dave Allen after Tom Carter.
Bloody hell, don't give him Dave Allen, for Christ's sake.
Philippe Hergovich after Dubois, after Moses smokes him.
Mark Madoff, any of them.
Arslan Beck will be a good one.
Did you guys watch the Dave Allen fight yesterday?
No, I haven't watched it, but it was against our very good friend of Rick Corner's, Dan Garber.
Yeah, he won 40-36 on points in Doncaster.
Yeah.
I totally forgot it was yesterday. I feel like there were several events that I didn't realize were going on yesterday with boxing.
Yeah. I mean,
Franklin got the knockout in the first round over in Prague as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Another
I've got to say,
channel.
this has been the best card of the weekend by far.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's been the most entertaining so far. Apart from the Hitchens fight was a bit one-sided, but still good to watch.
I'll tell you what, the best fight on that Matchroom card yesterday was Sutsumi.
Rato's fantastic, mate. What a fighter.
Was brilliant, wasn't he? Wasn't he good?
Mikey Talon as well was impressive in that first round knockout.
Who?
Mikey Talon.
Oh, Mikey Talon, aye, of course.
Got the first round knockout, didn't he? Against
Orlando. Yeah. Bro, Dave Allen would fall apart immediately once Berlanga hits him with that one. Do you know what? You say that, Joshua, but his chin is remarkable.
Yeah, Dave Allen can take a smack.
I didn't agree with that Hugovic stoppage. I thought that was too early.
Yeah, his corner got too excited and pulled him out, didn't I?
Not too excited, and Dave Allen was obviously fuming with that, but he's a nice guy, and he won't pull anybody up on that. Nice couple of shots there from Berlanga. Still, Steven Butler coming back, as brave as he is. But respect to him, Berlanga's not putting that much pressure on him right now. So he's keeping him alive in this fight instead of going for the kill right now, Berlanga. But is that more to come? Is he softening up the Canadian? This is the questions you're going to ask yourself about a performance. Assassin says he's not on about his chin. I'm on about the once he hits him, Allen will immediately fall apart and be a standing target. Well, I don't think Dave's Allen ever been a mover. He's always been a bit of a standing target. Berlanga just got rocked there. Don't know whether he's got his foot stepped on or it was a punch. But
Butler kind of gave Berlanga a little push and a pull there. Oh, man.
Nice exchange between the two of them. Oh, big right. Another big right, Berlanga. The head of Butler rocks. The legs are buckling. He's in trouble.
He's down. Butler's down.
Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. Get up. 5, 6 clean punches on the Canadian. And he's down. And saved by the bell. Oh, he's at the end of the round.
I think the corner might have a look at Butler here.
Butler's trying to dance on his feet. The doctor's up at him now as well. He's got heart. He's unsteady on his feet, actually. Yeah, you can tell his mind wants to keep going, but his body is not agreeing. Wow.
Referee's just told him, show me something this round as I'm stopping it.
Yeah, you can, because that was a heavy shot he took there. It was good. 3, 4, 5 solid shots from Berlanga, all catching accurate on the face of Steven Butler. And the last one just put him down. And he was very unsteady on his feet after that. So, yes, Butler in a bit of a predicament right now. Assassin, yeah. Joshua, he says AJ may not have the punch resistance anymore, but it's clear he still has that one punch power. Absolutely correct. And he thinks he flattens Wilder. Absolutely correct.
Yeah, Wilder's fighting Usyk, though, isn't he?
He could be
probably on a Zuffa card as well.
Aye. Amazing.
I heard a few conversations like reignite for Wilder versus Joshua after yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally different. Yeah, sorry, totally different topic, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't see it though myself, mate. I can't see AJ's not going to want to miss that power. There's no point. It's not the big money fight anymore.
But hold on a second. If you think that AJ versus Fury, is viable then I see that Wilder's viable for AJ.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
it's the money, man. The money for the Fury fight is what makes it viable. Nobody wants to see the actual fight, but because it's two of Britain's longest reigning champions and best champions the last 10, 15 years,
I get
that's
that.
what sells it.
Yeah.
People don't want to see a wash.
I'm not saying that fight happens next. I'm saying it could be an option for AJ.
It's stopped.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Oh,
The referee's just
goes
to the
down.
ground.
Look at Berlanga standing over him, and
You know what? I should have put the bloody bet on as well. I said round 7.
Berlanga's still trying to hit him after he's down.
yeah, they were.
The referees just threw him to the floor and fell down with him. What a joke.
I think he was in beast mode there, Berlanga.
The referee was, mate. The WWE takedown. Bret the Hitman Hart to be proud.
He lost it. Yeah, he lost his footing. But Berlanga got that crowd on their feet stoppage. And he's saluting the Brooklyn crowd right now. He's a happy bunny. They are happy. Their man has got the knockout. Impressive, yes. But questions will be asked.
I enjoyed that fight.
I enjoyed that.
I agree. That was a good one.
Decent level
9.
matchup. You know, they're about the same level, these two. So best man
Yeah.
won. You know, Berlanga just had that little bit more.
Two
Not been
good
as many
left
balls as he as Butler.
3 left hooks, 4 left hooks, and a right hand. Absolutely beautiful stuff.
Berlanga went to smack him while he was on the floor.
And look
Yeah,
at
that's
Berlanga. Berlanga's not finished.
Like, get out of
Butler's
here.
through the
That's
ropes, and he wants to hit him.
we don't hit a man while he's
Berlanga
down
did
in
exactly
boxing.
what he
you
needed
know?
to do there.
We don't hit a man while he's down in boxing.
Oh, good finish. Good finish.
Yeah, the ref told him, show me something else, I'm stopping it. So he was true to his word. Just didn't expect the bloody wrestling move to take him down.
The referee lost his footing.
Yeah, it's still funny, though. Look how he's hugging him up and protecting him from the evil Berlanga.
He's got his back to Berlanga. He doesn't know what's happening, the ref.
Still covered him like he was in a war zone, protecting his mate from a bomb. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Get down! Get down!
Everybody down!
Everybody down! Incoming.
Absolutely.
Right.
Mr.
So,
Incoming.
a good main event, a good card. Very, very pleased with it. Major knockouts, major fights. Jalil Hackett, great stuff. Then we had, who was it in the last fight?
Richardson Hitchens winning against Ricardo Salas by unanimous decision, 109 cents.
Clinical masterclass. And then, of course, the Berlanga knockout. So we had a bit of everything in there, didn't we? We had a bit of a war between Hackett,
Edgar Berlanga
Salas, and then we had the brutal knockout of Berlanga just now, and Hitchens with his masterclass. He had it all, that card. Very pleased with it. And the prelims were decent as well. Serenko and Wallen was a good fight. You mentioned another youngster there that come through, Jams.
The big baby.
The new big baby.
Yeah.
The third big baby. We had Jared Anderson and Jared Miller.
Yeah. Watch out for that name at heavyweight, you Americans. Keyshawn Davis. Cashon, not Keyshawn. Cashon.
Yeah.
Watch out for him. He's a bit on the large side. He's a bit of a big baby.
300 pounds.
300-pound boy, but he can bang. And I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's come in the chat. Joshua, he's writing, Yogi, Bob, you've all been there. I've seen you. Thank you so much for coming through and talking with us, giving us your thoughts on this card. We've been here for 2 hours and 33 minutes now. We love these triple headers. Brings the community together, and it's been a pleasure having you all in there tonight. Jams.
Let's have a quick word from Lupe Contreras before we wrap this up.
Hey everybody, this is ring announcer Lupe Contreras. I subscribe to Red Corner Boxing, and you should too.
You heard Mr. Bilingual there. He subscribes to Red Corner Boxing, and you should too. So make it happen. Well, it's been a great Zuffa card. We really appreciate everyone's time. Do what Lupe says and subscribe. Thanks again. We'll see you for the next one. We're back on Tuesday with a good interview. We're not going to name him yet in case it doesn't happen, but we're in talks for a good American featherweight NABF champion. That's all we'll say.
Wow, he's giving it away. I want to give a big thank you to Colton Miller.
Thank you,
Yes,
Colton.
sir. Yeah, that was a fun night.
And,
good weekend of boxing too.
Great
Interesting
weekend.
weekend of boxing.
And I want to finish off with this thing for Berlanga Steven Butler.
Man got took, fam.
Yes, he did. Man got took, fam. And you know this. Yeah.
That's what I want to leave you guys with. The undoubtable Jams here at Red Corner Boxing with his famous shout outs. Thank you to everybody. It's been a pleasure tonight. I hope you enjoyed the Zuffa card with us. And yes, join us again for another watch along next weekend. We are sponsored by boxingfightzone.com. Please check them out in the bio for all your boxing merchandise and apparel. If you're new to the game and you want to get your merchandise, you want to get your gloves and all the rest of it, go and see boxingfightzone.com. From Colton Miller, from myself and my good friend Jams, it's good night from me. It's good night from them.
Sayonara.
Step in the ring, no fear, all bite, hands up high. We train for this fight, bell gon' ring, it's war on sight. This is boxing life, this is fight night. Sweat on the floor, we grind, we climb. Every bruise on the body means we're on our time. Shadow in the corner, punch sharp like a knife. Every round, every rep.
Great stuff.
Step in the ring, no fear, all bite, hands up high.